Alright, let's bring a pause to that fantastic music. None other than St. Ricketts with Fire Cannot Burn. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! The moment we have all waited for. So far, people are already jumping out. Joe Botzik, Sam Brown, Jules' mom's here. A lot of viewers already on. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 100th episode of Yo Show. Yo. I am Jeff the Shark Parini. To my right, absolutely stunning tonight in her beautiful blue dress. The miracle delivered to me almost 3 years ago and 99 some episodes before. The co-hostess with the mostest, the sister from another mister, the queen of quarantine, and just the goddamn most favorite person in my life besides my wife. The one and only Jewel T. Jewel, good evening. We're doing great. We are live from the red carpet.
Matching. Holy cow! Look at your blue tie.
It is unbelievable. Something's fishy here. Blue tie, blue dress. People are going to talk. My wife's a little under the weather, so she's currently in bed, so she doesn't really know what's going on.
Like 2 years to me. And actually, I had this dress for 4 years, and that didn't happen. So I'm glad I had the occasion to wear it too.
Same here. I mean, I got this ready. I ran around all day. I still feel like I didn't prep enough. We got a great show. Our good friend Amber from Wind Down Wednesdays with Amber and Ashley is in the house, and she said, "Suit and tie? You know it." We love you. We miss you. So, we're dressed up tonight. It's a huge occasion. It's 100 when a lot of people told us we wouldn't get past 2 episodes. We weren't going to like it. We weren't going to be able to handle it. We weren't going to be able to run it. Here we are. We are both beautiful and ever. Ladies and gentlemen, it wouldn't be 100 without the lovely Joey in the house as well. Absolutely amazing. Joey, good evening. Happy 100 to you as well.
Congratulations, Jeff.
Thank you very much. Tonight, everything different. We're dressed up. We're going to try and act a little classy. Not too classy, but a little classy. Jeff has come up with a bottle of champagne. Yep, pink champagne. I know it's a little corny, but when you're in quarantine, you got to get what you get. So tonight we're drinking champagne. We're fancy. We got a red carpet drop behind us. We had the fireworks display, the 100th episode, a ton of guests, ton of viewers. Jewel, what do you got tonight for us? Oh, look at this! A toast.
You know what I got. I got the champagne of beers. That's how I do it.
To 100 and hopefully thousands more.
Never know.
Fantastic. You never do know, Jewel. I relocated and rearranged the whole studio today. Like I said, I got the red carpet here. I got our award in the background.
Amazing.
I still can't get my fingers right there. It was from the Pennsylvania Internet Radio Association. I had streamers in the whole 9 yards, but I didn't want to go with that. I do have this, Jewel Tatey, because it is a goddamn party.
I wanted a I couldn't find one.
That would have been pretty cool. Anyway, thank you to all the listeners, the guests, everybody, as we join you here for 100 and many more to come. It all started, folks, August 14th, 2017. This very program. I tracked it the first day. I know, August 14th, 2017, with our very first episode with somebody who will be here with us tonight. We'll talk about that in a minute. Me, kind of handed over the Stoop. Very new to hosting, very new to creating in the whole 9 yards. Put it together. As you know, the story you might have heard by now, went on a hunt for a female co-host. Thought it would add a lot better dimension to the show. Certainly a lot better eye candy to the show. Went looking, had a couple candidates. Our good friend Chrissy Leaf said, do me a favor. Check out my boyfriend's sister, Jewel. Okay, what do I got to lose, right? I have nobody official. Let's check out Jewel. And he was there right away. I mean, we hung out. We drank beers. We sang karaoke. She was willing to work for the wage, which was $0. Jewel, take us back a little bit to the first night you and I met. What did you think? What was on your mind? Did you think we'd get this far?
no, it's been crazy because I always wanted to be in radio. I interned at a Philadelphia radio station, and I was kind of bouncing around careers, this and that after college. So I always missed it, and I always wanted to like go back into the radio world. And this came along when I just did not expect it, and I met you, and we just jumped right into it, and I was scared as anything, but I'm so happy I did it, and this has been our passion project, and it's been so much fun, and really just a great time every week, and something I look forward to every week. And we've met amazing people, we've done amazing things, and tonight is just a celebration of all that. So I'm so happy to be here. Congratulations to you, sir. Thank you for bringing me aboard, taking a chance. So let's do the damn thing.
Let's do this damn thing is right. I could not get this far without you. I know we both had moments where we took time off from the show. We both had things that went on in our lives, and through that all, that a lot of people don't know behind the scenes, we kept in touch. We didn't distance. We didn't give up on one another, say she's not it, he's not it, whatever. We knew from the get-go this is the format. And I get tons of messages that Jules beautiful and Jules your perfect sidekick and everything works great. And I got to tell you, it really is. I love it. I look forward to it every Wednesday. Tuesday, I chomp at the bit. All day late, I was running around getting this setup, this crazy setup, just for this magic moment. And again, I thank you very much, Jewel Tatey, for being with us. Why we talk about thank yous last week, folks, tens of thousands. That's right, tens of thousands of people on so many different formats caught our show last week with the stunning Miss Brianna Dale. So let's thank Brianna, of course, for being with us last week. Joel, that should have been 100 because that was the all-time Yo Show shit show last week.
Oh yeah. But you know what? It was the most interesting episode I think we've ever had. It was crazy and great and right up our alley. And thank you so much, Brianna. Our followers jumped so much. The views on YouTube have gone through the roof. So thank you. We love her, and we hope that she comes back on soon.
Absolutely, but definitely we'll invite her back on.
Crazy story.
I know. Oh my God, some stories. It was just such a great night. You can check her out too at Bridale22, Bridale, Bridale22 on Instagram, or find her on the Yo Show YouTube. You can check out that version. The absolutely beautiful Brianna Dale last week killed it and killed us. So thank you for that.
I was dead the next
Oh, Jesus. The next day was... that was like the most amount of fun two people can have from such distance with Brianna Dale.
Seriously.
I said that out loud. Before we jump into more things like top 5 lists and wind up and all that, I'm going to give you a little visual showdown of what we have going on for you folks this evening. We got an awesome episode tonight. Absolutely positive awesome episode. We're going to be joined around 7:30 by these two lovely ladies here. Lauren and Tanya Seifert, formerly Lilith of Lilith and the Night. Now her and her sister are the Sea Sisters, brand new act out of London. They are awesome. They're a pole dance team, they're a singing team, they're a performance team. They're absolutely amazing. They will be here around 7:30. We'll talk to them about the final Lilith and the Night song and much more. Around 8:15, we are joined by our very first ever guest as the Yo Show. Miss Danielle Taylor of Danielle Taylor Music will be here around 8:15. I'm going to talk to Danielle, catch up, see what she's got going on. 8:45, the minute that Jewel waited for, she might leave after this part is over. I laugh and I kid, but it is the amazing Jennifer Page from Vita and the World Fi. Now, this is just absolutely awesome. She was so excited to come on and so happy that it was such a big surprise to you. I couldn't keep it quiet for a few days. I had to let her promote, but...
My heart. I love Jen.
Jen and Vita, I know you do, and we're going to see what Jen's got in store first night. Hopefully something good, so we'll check that out. We are getting invaded at 9:15, folks. One of the most electric and crazy, wild, and fun guests we ever had on. One of the nicest guys you want to meet. Mr. Aaron Paul comes on at 9:15. Aaron's amazing. I think this is his 5th Yo Show / Stoop visit. Can't wait. And in perfect Aaron fashion, he has to bring a cavalcade of stars. So he's going to bring with him director and filmmaker, Mr. Craig Singer. He's going to bring with him the image guru, the very fashionable and fantastic Montgomery Fraser, and along with them, the amazing photographer, the lovely Miss Luciana Pampalone. I hope I'm saying that right for my Italian sisters. Luciana Pampalone. That is what we got going on for you tonight. Jewel.
Wow.
Like, yeah. Like, wow, indeed. Like, I don't even know how to shut these pictures off. I got so many of them.
You did this huge secret for everyone that doesn't know. And Jeff, to hide like Danielle and Jen and Aaron for me, like, I was so excited when I found out, like, but I had to find out because we had to promote the show and do it up right, and that's like I just had to know. But I'm glad that I had mentally prepared myself for this night because I'm so excited. I dressed up for
You did.
Jeff, but for Aaron.
What we're going to try to do, it's going to be tight, but in between Jen's interview, because a lot of the people were agreed to 15-20 minutes just to say hello to us and make room for other guests and the wacky stuff we're going to do. In between Jen and Aaron, there's going to be a costume change. I am going to Aaron Paul myself tonight. Oh yeah, I'm going to be Aaron Pauled up. Come around 9:15 for Aaron and his gang. A lot of great stuff to talk about with then. Here's what I want to do, Jewel. Today I want to do a top 5 list. Top 5 is what we do and what we love. And tonight's topic, and no offense to any of the guests that have ever been on, no offense to anybody and anything, but it's the top 5 favorite moments, guests, incidents, whatever, of 100 episodes. The ball's in your court. Do you care to start, or would you like me to start?
Can you start for me, please?
Absolutely, I can start, Joe. And I got to tie at number 5 because there were so many great ones. At number 5, we start with, as we said last week, Brianna Dale and the absolute shit show drinking from hell. And we did shots. We talked her into doing shots, and we had a wild time. Absolutely amazing. So Brianna Dale and our no offense to Troy David Hendrickson, currently our most listened to program. So Brianna, thank you for that. She's tied at number 5 with this one, and Jewel Tady's going to love it. Family Life Jewel Tady, the one and only Jessica Barth, who I love you. This is for those of you who don't know, Jewel's cousin, of course, Jessica Barth, lovely actress from the 10 movies. It is weird looking at the two of you side by side. It's so cute. But of course, having her on the Yo Show and Jackass Jeff saying to her, "You should come visit my basement sometime." The most embarrassing moment in Yo Show history when I invited Jessica Barth into my basement. We're sorry for that. We love you. That's a tie for number 5. Number 4, ladies and gentlemen, girls, get ready to wow the delicious Mr. Steve Howie, folks. And not only an amazing guest, but on a particular episode, Steve Howie, we call into Steve, he answers the phone and he goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Steve Howie?" He's like, "What do you need?" And here I am crapping my pants because the ever so rugged and tough Steve Howie is kind of barking at me. But then he found out it was us. And he was on set. So he was eating tacos on our show. Steve Howie from Shameless. Big Kev. Doing it on our show. Eating tacos and being absolutely ridiculous. Number 4, Steve Howie. Number 3, the gang from St. Ricketts came into our live studio. This is the band, everybody, that does our song and many songs to come. St. Ricketts came into our studio. One of the first shows we did live in a studio, which I do miss studio life, and I can't wait till the quarantine is over to get back in. But they were there, and all 4 of the 5 guys came in, packed the studio like sardines, and then Tom brings his fancy beer that pops on its own, beer flying everywhere. Chimay, and it just explodes, beer going everywhere, and from that we were forced to go out with him after hours and drink up. So it was a major league party. St. Ricketts, that moment is number 3. Number 2, our super popular guest, the amazing Aunt Mary Pat DeSabatino, also known as Troy David Henderson. He came in live and sat down with us in our studio as well. And that show was just explosive. That was the night we got our award from the Pennsylvania Internet Radio Association. And just the thrill of sitting there with Troy and just getting involved and everything with him was so awesome. It made me feel like a true reporter, Jewel Tady, a true talk show host. Number 2. Number 1, folks.
There, I just felt
It does. My wife is in love. I don't blame her. She's saying it. Number one all time, ladies and gentlemen. This moment will stick with me for the rest of my life. My birthday episode when the amazing Emily Cipriano calls me out of nowhere and says, Joey, this whole night's about you. But she texts me and says, get me on this show. It's your birthday. And Emily gave me a birthday pole dance. Ow! 110% in love. Emily, you're the greatest. If you're out there watching, I love you. I don't think so. I think she went out to the river, the lake. I seen her boating and all that. So that's good for you, Emily. But you are number one. My number one. Before we go to Jules, we do have a couple more comments. Paul Long said Henry is number one. Spoiler alert, not tonight. He's very edgy. He's chasing groundhogs. You might hear him in the background. And Joe Bostic said he was the best. Who was the best, Joe? If you're out there watching. He said he, and I just kind of jumped. Anyway.
Everyone that's ever came on the show.
It might have been Steve Halley. I think we were talking about Steve Halley. Jewel, let's have your top 5 all-time moments so far.
Good lord. How do you pick 5? We did.
I could have picked 105, I swear to God.
Did we do this last year? Anyway. This has been a huge year for us. But kicking it off at number 5 was my first ever interview. You've had interviews before when it was Stupid Radio Network, but my first interview was the beautiful, the lovely Danielle Taylor. So she was always in my heart as taking it easy on me. I was so freaking nervous. I was terrified. I worked in radio before. Being on air is a whole different thing, and I was just so. I had to have a case of beer before I went on that night. Let's put it that way. I love Danielle. I'm so excited that she's here with us celebrating tonight. It just brings it full circle. Number 4, it has to be Housebox because I was such a huge fan of Cal in my teenage years. And if you would have told a 16-year-old Joel Katie that she'd be interviewing Housebox for her own radio show, I wouldn't have believed you. I just wouldn't. And then I met him live at Helium Comedy Club, and he was so sweet. Remembered us. I'm hot too. Sorry.
No, it's on.
Can't have the air on because it causes feedback. So we're doing it all for you, people.
That's right.
It's huge for me, and he just stands out as one of my most memorable guests. Number 3 is just seeing all of our, especially our local artists live. Jeff reached out to Gemtech tonight because I was so upset I couldn't see Vita and the Wolf. I've tried twice before. They are seriously one of my favorite bands. Jen's voice is powerful. Guys, when she has her show that is postponed, but it's going to come back to Philly, go check them the hell out. I am such a fan of this woman, of this band. Everyone I've seen live too from the show that I've just become an instant fan of. Overwinter, Brandon Messin, Dreambox Mechanics, like St. Ricketts just taking over the stage and ambushing people. I love seeing that shit.
That was so awesome.
It's amazing. We love our local artists, and we get the love from them, and we try to return the favor. So I love seeing them. That's number 3. Number 2. Come with me for number 2. The studio session. I love seeing our guests live and in person, and I don't think you can beat that. Once all this craziness is over, we'll definitely get back to that because there's just no comparison. I mean, I this is great for the time being, and we actually get to see them live this way. But
Go.
Fortune teller. I'm going to do your fortune later. I got to do
Excellent. Right here on the show.
It's Colin. But yeah, the studio's great. That was kind of our goal in mind when we started this 3 years ago. So the studio was definitely a big thing for us, and we will get back there very soon in the future. And we hope that everyone that joins us tonight will be there in the future in the studio. And number 1 is tonight. we just have to appreciate how far we've come. I thank you again for taking a chance on me, and it's been a ride. It's been great, and I've just lived out my dream. So I thank you so much. And now look, Joey gets to be a part of it.
Aw, that's awesome. I think I'm a little choked up by that ending. Well, let's rehash the top 5 so I have something to concentrate on before I start getting mushy and crying. Jeff's top 5, a tie at number 5 between Brianna Dale and her shots, and Jessica Barth and the creepy invite to my basement. Number 4, Steve Howey gets tough with us and then orders tacos and eats them right here on the show. Number 3, the amazing St. Ricketts. Tom Nusspickle and his bottle of Chimay explodes all over the studio, and guys hanging out in the after party, and Kenny and Tom taking over the stage down to Kenny's bar and drinking ourselves ridiculous and having to go to work the next day.
Yeah.
That's got to be our full-time job. I can't handle that. Number 2, Troy David Hendrickson in the studio live. Aunt Mary Pat the Sabatino sitting down with us and really getting us into the groove of the actual interviewing thing. Just awesome. And number 1 is my girl, Emily Cipriano. I love you wherever you're at, Emily. Thank you for that pole dance. If you missed it, check out past episodes, The Yo Show on YouTube, and of course the Stoop Radio Network on Facebook. You can see all these former episodes and everything we're talking about. Jules List. Top 5, Danielle Taylor, our very first program, our very first interview. Mine was Jesse Itzler. Yeah, so you always remember your first. Jesse Itzler was mine. And I know what you mean by nerves. I think I said 2 words the whole time. And he even said, is there another guy on the show? Number 4, the outstanding Hal Sparks. I did reach out to Hal Sparks, did not get him for tonight. We tried to. I tried to just surprise Joe Knockeroff for feet, but we got great guests anyway. But Hal Sparks, number 4. Number 3, local artists live. Some of our best bands that we've got here. Jules gotten into the trenches and has seen them live, the likes of Riverwinter and Sheen and the Nosebleeds and Vita and the Wolf and so many others that we've had on here. And we were lined up to see more. We were lined up to see St. Ricketts live and bands like Vedic and Empress and all them. But we will get out there. As soon as the doors are open, we'll be back out there. And the Yo Show's got a whole bunch of stuff lined up once the doors open back up to business. Number 2, studio sessions, being live in an actual studio, sitting next to Jewel and having all that fun. Great equipment, good music that you can actually hear and say, instead of saying, I got to turn this off, this sounds horrible. It's actually good studio stuff. So that is number 2. Number 1, of course, tonight, our 100th episode. Jewel, if you can. I know we gave the top 5 list. You said the name. I've got 100 names in my head. Let's see if you have one. The one person that you have interviewed so far that has just like blown your mind. Like, wow, I interviewed Bob.
I mean, say it again. Hal Sparks. Just because I was such him and Josh Server, I grew up with. So it's just insane that I got the opportunity to interview them.
Very cool. I like that a lot. The one for me, and again, no disrespect to any of the great guests we had, but when I took over the show, I started hitting everything everywhere to try to get guests. And I reached out to somebody that I loved ever since they were little, that are now grown up and beautiful, and they actually called me on the phone to talk about it. Incredible. And that was Madeline Zima.
Yeah.
Who I love. Yeah. And I love her so very much. So Madeline, thank you for that. Thank you for being a part of our program. Got a couple comments of reverb. Does that sound any better, Jewel? Do I sound better now? That
you're probably talking about me.
Okay. We're trying not to. We do apologize. Andrew, we do appreciate you listening. We do know there is some reverb. We've been having some studio issues. We haven't been able to concretely lock it down. The show must go on, so we don't want to quit on everybody, and we want to keep going on with our fans. We're trying to work at that right now as we speak, and we're going to see if we can fix it. If not, we're going to get into pricey mixers and all that stuff, but we do want the show to be as great as it can possibly be. So we do thank you for tuning in. We do thank you for the input. And we're definitely working on it. Thanks, man. He said it's great, and I thank you very much for that. Andrew, thank you very much for the input. Because we got great guests. We got a lot of people coming on. We're expecting the C Sisters, Lauren and Tanya. I can never get that right. Lauren and Tanya in a few minutes. And Joel, I'm kind of nervous and excited to see Tanya. Like, we've spoken to her several times, but we've never face-to-faced it. It's got me a little nervous.
I know. I was trying to say that during my. It's so cool to see people just this way, even like especially our LA friends and our UK friends. We would never get this opportunity, so we so appreciate that at this time just to do this on here for you guys, and then you
Absolutely.
get to go and enjoy the show.
I'm going to be nervous because I got to tell you, Lauren and Tanya are not only are they super talented, but they're gorgeous too. Beautiful women. God.
So cool.
Imagine being a parent cranking out those two as like your daughters. Like, as a dad, I'd be keeping the shotgun by the front door, and any boy that came to the house would have to talk to dad first. That's got to be a toughie.
They're amazing. I can't wait.
They're amazing. I know. I'm so excited. I'm excited for her. I hope everybody has an easy time getting in. The link is relatively simple. We haven't had any issues so far in their episodes, but if you're out there... Oh, okay, so, unfortunately, I just got this now from Tanya. She did load Rebirth. I'm going to see if I can find a way to get it on. Even if I do, the audio may not be great, but we'll talk to them when they come on. I'll let her know how the audio may not be great, and she may not want us to do that to her anyway.
Yeah, we apologize in advance.
All right. Well, we'll see when they come on. I hate not playing our guest music, but I hate playing it in this horrible atmosphere. I spoke to Eric from St. Ricketts, and we talked for hours about it. And
Really?
And it's just...
Oh,
me and Eric... Oh, about the music and all, man. Eric has been great leading up. Kenny has been sharing it all over. And
Kenny.
Sure, and a lot of big good lucks and congratulations from Tom and John. Our man Sean Michael McKenna's in the house, and he says, fuck Gutter. I agree. Gutter, if you're watching. Gutter doesn't watch, so fuck him.
Who?
My main man Sean Michael McKenna. And our friend Jason Guttridge, who, I don't know if he watches the show or not. You better. Fucker. Fuck Gutter.
Stop.
You're right. There's a lot of bombs tonight. That's right.
Classing
Tonight is a
it up.
polite night.
Classing it up.
Tonight, right. We'll class it up tonight. Andrew, thank you again. He says this is great. I'm nervous, dude. I'm nervous as hell. But I'm composing myself.
Yeah.
Me and yeah.
Look at that. Well, I saved
I'm
it
looking.
for Danielle because she knows her wines. Well, look at the size
Wow.
of this wine.
It's like the size of your head.
It's like half my head. It's a heavy pour.
Man. God, I can't drink wine.
Danielle, because it stains my teeth.
Oh, well, you know. That happens, I guess. I'm trying to scoot back so I can see this great entrance that our stars will walk down this beautiful red carpet laid out to us by the folks at Big Marty's Carpet. I don't know. It's the first thing that came to my head. This is actually a lot of plastic, but it's a beautiful backdrop, and we're ready, folks. The moment we have all waited for. I waited for this moment for years since we started doing this show. And now we have not one, but two of the most beautiful women in all of the world, let alone all of England. They are now labeled the Sea Sisters, singers, dancers, extraordinary, just absolutely incredible talent. Before I bring them in, I just want to let you know I'm so nervous I don't watch you two laugh at me when I tell you how nervous I am to talk to you. And they are. They're laughing hysterically backstage. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Tanya and Lauren, the Sea Sisters. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Hi. Oh my God. You guys are beautiful.
It's so nice to see you guys.
Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yes, absolutely. We hear you just fine. Let's start off, first of all, by saying thank you so very much for coming on tonight. We know it's late at your end. And even as late as it is, you came out, styling, looking beautiful, big smiles on your faces. We really appreciate it. Lauren, nice to meet you finally for the first time. Tanya, thank you. Tanya, as always, amazing. What's been up, girls? What's going on with the Sea Sisters? Tell us all about the new project and what's been going on.
So there's been quite a lot of changes for us. Obviously, when we spoke to you, we were with Lilith in the night.
Yes.
And Lauren actually joined kind of the end. And we kind of decided that it got to the point where we were changing the genre so much that we thought we just needed a fresh start. So we formed the Sequesters. We haven't actually released any music yet because Corona.
Yeah, Jesus.
Everything. So
Is June 1st still on?
Pardon?
For the release date? For Rebirth.
Oh. Yeah, so we are bringing out Rebirth, and that's on the 1st of June. Still on. Nothing's going to stop that. Yeah.
Awesome.
So that song was actually with
So we are releasing that song under the Lilith in the Night band name. That's not a single. That's like the final Lilith song.
All right, sounds great. So how did you finally decide to make the change? Did metal just not appeal to you anymore? Did you want to kind of bring Lauren into the act and try to change the scene of it? What made the transition? I mean, obviously, you guys are the talent. No offense to your band, but what made the change? What made you decide to try a little tweak?
I think with Lilith in the Night, we already were transitioning to maybe stuff like a rock sound. I think because it was getting soft, we just thought instead of trying to change Lilith, we just bring it to an end and start something, because we don't want our fans from Lilith to feel like we're playing them.
Yeah, like completely alienate them and come out with like super pop music. So it was a process to get to the point where we thought, okay, we have to end it in the minute, and it was quite a big deal. I mean, I've been like in that band for 5 years, and it was my baby to grow, as you guys know. So,
Oh, yes.
So it was a decision.
That's so cool. Well, you were experimenting within the band too, like a little bit, but I'm glad that you found your footing and you're making it a family affair, and you guys look great. I'm so excited for the singles and the sound just of you guys, because I feel like this is where your heart is really. So we're very excited for what the future holds for you. I know it's a crazy time, but we wish you all the best. I know UK's hitting really hard. I saw your post, Tanya.
Yeah, it is really crazy at the moment. I mean, I don't know what perception other people from other countries have. It doesn't like the apocalypse over here, but we are having to like super social distance, and everything's kind of on hold, So it has been quite difficult. But
people are slowly stopping doing the they should.
Yeah.
See.
And I do like some of your creative videos on Instagram. You crack me up on top of everything else. So I love watching the videos. Actually, the one thing I did forget to do while our guests are here, and I'm just going to scroll your information down the bottom so people know where to find you. See, we're all high tech now, Tanya, since you've seen us last. We have visual, and we have scrolling, and we got the red carpet and all this great stuff. So we do a little bit of reverb. We apologize if it echoes a little bit. Kind of a last minute technical difficulty, but we're getting there. By the time we get you to America in the PA and you can sit right next to us, it'll all be perfect. That day's still coming. So the last Lilith in the Night song is called Rebirth. The clip of the video is fantastic. The two are just blowing it up, and I see Lauren doing fire breathing and all that great stuff. Tell us about the production of the video, and Lauren, what's it feel like to be doing videos in live action?
Well, To be honest, when Lilith and the night started, before I was in the band, I was always in the video. You'd see my head somewhere. So you know I'm used to it. Yeah, it's like Where's Wally with the music video. Got Lauren in every video. It was just a matter of time before I wormed my way into being one of the main.
yeah. But it's, the video was so fun to make. It's actually one of our favourite videos.
Wait for it to be so
Yeah. And we got to put our circus skills in on fire breathing, and we got to have the guy that taught us how to fire breathe, how to eat fire, and he's in it as well, and he's amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and
I literally saw when you, I'm sorry, you look so similar. But when you blow fire out of your mouth and the guy catches it and then blows it out of his mouth, like crazy.
Yeah, insane. It was a really cool video to shoot as well.
Yeah, we made it with Infinite Film, who are the people that put on all of our Night videos. So we knew it was going to turn out amazing.
How long did that take to make?
It was a one-day shoot. So it was
Wow.
9 hours.
What's going on?
I know, right? It's a busy day.
Yeah. Great team.
So one of the things, of course, that the whole COVID situation shuts down, and we became fans of this as well. The two of you are into like kind of a synchronized pole dancing, team pole dancing, all that, which kind of makes you athletes. Now, how as athletes and performers are you shut down? Because there's not much you could really do, is there, as far as working out on that level?
I mean, we lost the filming jobs because of Corona. So we had different residencies, bars and pubs and festivals. So we stopped doing that. But we are teaching online different stretch classes, fitness classes.
Yeah. It's all we can do, really. Just teaching online, and we don't know when everything's gonna open up again. And to be honest, even after everything does open up again, like the entertainment side of it's gonna be the last thing to come back.
Yeah.
Sure.
Out of people, isn't it? So we've got a pole at home, so it's okay. We can use ourselves.
Practicing. Did they give you guys any kind of a timeline? I know they give LA like 3 months. We're going back to semi-normal next week on the East Coast. But did they give you any kind of warning?
Well, slowly things are opening up. They're saying that the shops are going to open in June sometime, and they hope to send some kids back to school in June. But with entertainment, it kind of depends how everything goes before it.
Right.
I think
Way to begin.
Entertainment last in April.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There is talk in America about sports, and they're trying to find ways to get hockey back and basketball, and there's going to be no fans, and the players are against it, and it's just this big, absolute disaster. What kind of message can you pass along to people right now? I mean, what is your outlook on it? How do you approach every day? I mean, obviously, being there with your sister's got to be a plus. But what's your daily approach? It's nothing to say.
I guess we just try and be as positive. We always try. In the morning we get together and we write them to-do lists of things we want to and then at the beginning of the week make a to-do list of things we want to do that week to break it up.
We've been really productive. We've basically seen this as a time to get things done that we didn't chance to get done if this wasn't, because life is so like go all the time.
Sure.
And you don't have a chance to do things for yourself and get things done that have always been on the to-do list, but never quite at the to-do list. There's always other day-to-day things to get done.
Sure.
So that's been really good. That's what we've used it for.
And also just learning as I've been keyboard. We've been singing a lot.
That's
Stretching.
great. I feel like everyone's picked up a weird little passion during this time.
Yeah.
Like, I got into like tarot cards for some reason. Puzzles. Like, have you done any like weird little side projects?
Playing everything. Just playing with fire in my garden.
Oh yeah.
Standard.
You had a little session the other day on the video on Instagram. I believe it was your fan club. They had all the little fans lined up, and it was yeah.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of fans. So that's what we was.
Yeah. It confused me a little bit too in seeing it, and then I see the fans, and you also got a comedy side, which is great because we just love you guys. They're awesome entertainers. So let's say tomorrow you get the call, you get the knock on the door, etc. That says, "All right, we're back to normal. We're going out, and we're going to be free." What is the first thing that the Seifert sisters or deceased sisters or anything at all? What is the first thing that you want to get out and do? Are you going to do it together? Are you sick of looking at each other by now?
I've been looking at her my whole life.
Yeah, in the mirror, I guess, too, right?
Oh, we don't use mirrors. We just look at each other.
Yeah, there you go.
I'd like to go to the cinema.
I'd also like to go to eat in a restaurant or in loads of restaurants.
Yes.
I would like to go out dancing.
You're allowed to say get drunk in here. We drink. I don't know if I mean we had a program last week, and we had a young lady from Instagram, Brianna Dale, was on, and we got absolutely annihilated by show's end. It was a disaster. I mean, but hey, we had a good time.
Well, we're very English, so we've got our cups of tea here.
Nice.
Ah, cheers. They match too. That is the cutest thing I've ever. The two of you are adorable. Absolutely adorable.
Awesome. I hear you though. I'm so sick of cooking.
Yeah.
Not every day. I like to go out every once in a while. So.
Yeah, we've been doing some takeout, some. I do a lot of cooking. It's like my new job. I'm house chef, and it's driving me a little bit crazy. The burning question, Tanya. I think this is your 5th visit to us. First time, obviously, like I said, we're doing it video and live. Lauren, it's your first. The question is, the all-time most handsome host of the O Show / The Stoop would be. Yeah!
It's a no-brainer.
John, if you happen to tune in for shits and giggles, I knew it all along. I had to bring Jewel along because we had to bring Jewel along for a little bit of flavor. Jewel, you froze temporarily.
I wanted to ask you about women in rock.
Yeah, we lost her for a second.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
All right, go ahead. Yeah, let's try it again.
Women in Rock, the concert in December. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, it is. We've actually got so we've got a few different concerts booked in. Obviously, we don't know which ones are going to happen, but we can assume at the moment in December it will be. So I actually have loads of a long list of dates with Women in Rock. So I don't actually know where that one is, but I do know. I think it's on the 4th of December. I think it might be in Leicester actually. But we're really excited about that because that's like the the one that we're like hoping is gonna, you know. So we're like pinning all our hopes on that. By December, we're gonna be back on the stage, and I love performing with women in rock. It's for anyone that doesn't know about women in rock. It's fronted by 3 females, and we basically are a tribute to females in rock music. So we do all different types of stuff, like Kat Benatar, Joan Jett, Cher, like, you know, the whole spectrum, Hailstorm. So,
Awesome.
Can you give us a little hint of who you will cover?
Pardon?
Can you give us a little hint of who you'll cover? Or
Well, we have a set list actually, and our gigs are generally the same set list. So personally, I do Alanis Morissette. You ought to know, that's my favorite.
That's so cool.
I love it. I have about 6 or 7 solos, and then the rest are like harmonies. I do harmonies for the girls, or we do like trio all singing together. But yeah, there's so many songs on there.
Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing. Well, me and Jeff will be there because plane tickets are so cheap right now.
I know, right?
We would love to see that. Holy cow.
So we would love to, like I said, either have you out here or us out there. It's been a long time in coming. God, it's been 3 years since we've been communicating, and you girls have been great. And you know, you've been doing so much too, and we're just such big fans. Right down below on the scroll is the website and Instagram where you can find these 2 amazingly beautiful and talented women, sweethearts as well. Lauren, Tanya, you guys have become like family. We love you. And when we were doing this, this is definitely, you guys were definitely top of the list of people we had to get on here, especially with the video end as well. In parting, any? Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm like blushing. It's got a little bit to do with the champagne, but it's just deep down inside, I'm flattered. And it's amazing guests like you that make it possible, the fans you bring with us, and the amazing work you do. Rebirth is the upcoming single and video from Lilith and the Night, and then we turn it over to the Sea Sisters, and you're just going to be blown away with amazing talent. Ladies and gentlemen, Lauren and Tanya, thank you so much for taking time. I know it's late out there. Thank you. We love you.
We love you too.
Absolutely. We'll be in touch, and when the Sea Sister stuff drops, we're going to have you back and talk it up. Good night, ladies. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
The absolutely beautiful Lauren and Tanya Seifert, the Seifert Sisters. Check them out, www.theseifertsisters.com, Instagram at the Seifert Sisters. Like I said, they do more than just sing. They sing, they pole dance, they do the fire breathing, and they're super talented, but also Jewel. Hearts of Gold are the sweetest. I mean, we've known Tanya for a few years. Finally got Lauren in the act, and they're like identical. They're so wonderful.
Sweetest. And I'm sorry, it did sound like 4 people. And there, I don't know what's going on the reverb tonight. But we just want to do them justice. They are just so amazing, and they have so many big things coming up. I hope this whole craziness doesn't hold them back too much because they're insanely talented on so many fronts. I love those girls.
So do I. They're a great duo. Like I said, just Hearts of Gold. We're happy to have both of them now. And like I said, when the idea came to do 100 episodes, I said, let's get some of the people that have been with us a bunch of times that are true grit, hardcore people. Let's get them out to do their thing. We are getting some words about it, a little bit of the video lag, a little drag. I don't really know what happened tonight. It was great last night when I practiced, when I put up that firework promo and played music and everything was smooth as silk. And then tonight, of course, as we roll out the red carpet, we're hearing a little bit of a disaster.
You're a little loud right now. I can say that.
I'm always loud. That's.
You're like screaming.
Am I really? All right, let's
Turn down a little bit.
They turn yourself down just a little bit. That's going to have to be, I guess, on this piece. You know, we took studio life for granted. Is that better?
Yeah. Yes.
Is that better? Is that better? Okay.
No, I'm
Let's give a shout out to a guy we recently made friends with. His name is Austin Wood. He, of course, is the producer and the host of his own podcast, Horror Night. He does horror films, etc. He's been on all night with us hanging out. He said he loves Jewel. He said Jewel is so beautiful. We agree, Austin. Thank you for that. He's telling us that our audio is lagging. I do know that, too.
sorry, y'all.
I know. He's very cool. He's been spending a lot of time chit-chatting about podcast stuff in the past. And as you may or may not know, Jewel and I are actually trying to get together with a large group of podcasters and spinning off a series where we market other podcasts. Don't have an official name for it. I was kicking around some names. Me and Jewel were working on it, and so many people, probably about 40 or 50 podcasters out there have already come up and said, we want to be a part of it as well. The Yo Show, Super Radio Network, we're going to bring maybe 2-3 guests each week with their own shows to talk about them, dissect them. We'll sit down, we'll just talk about the ins and outs and how to market and what makes us tick and what makes us do this crazy crap we do. I just got
You came up with it on your own, and
Thank you.
told some of the communities we're part of online that your idea, and everyone was on board. There wasn't one person that said no, or I don't think this will work. No, everyone was on board. So kudos to you, and yeah, I'm here for it.
I know, we're looking forward to it. I mean, hopefully we have less lag, less drag, and better audio for that.
Yes.
And even if we got to take it to the studio eventually when this opens back up, we'll do it there. And audio, like, do a thing like this with share screen. But we're definitely looking forward to that. Real quickly, couple quick ones. My man Travis is in the house. Travis B. Man said 100 to my main man Perini. Pod Squad 50. Great. Hey, Pod Squad 50 is not bad. It might be more than 50 people, but Pod Squad is not a bad name, Travis. With the revenue we generate, you will get 0 for that name, but we do thank you. And a beautiful message from Lauren, of course, from the Sea Sisters, saying thank you so much for having us. We love you both. We'll see you soon. If you girls are still in the vicinity, again, we got the download of the music. Our audio has just been a disaster. I don't want to kill Rebirth for the fans out there, but again, the sites you can find the girls and their music is scrolling them bottom. So pick out Rebirth is actually the final single from Little Tonight. We're going to miss those girls. Also to see out there, dude, check out this video. It's awesome. Fire breathing. It is a kind of like a carnival circus atmosphere of dark, spooky stuff. It kicks ass. The girls kick ass. I'm excited for it. I can't wait.
They're just like great at everything. We try. Wish I could be like that.
Tell me about it.
We're quiet breathing. Okay, they're extra quiet breathers.
I want to fire breathe while we dance on the pole, sing music, and now play instruments, smashing, and like they're just killing it because they kill everything they do. They're so great, such sweethearts, and they're hanging out together too. It's like I didn't know if they were going to be together. I don't know what their situations were. I don't know if we're going to have one on a different screen, but they have matching mugs they drink out of, and they pretty much finish each other's thoughts, and cute as could be.
So cute.
I've been saying it forever. They need their own TV show.
They do. Holy crap! I will watch that.
I would watch the ever-living hell out of that.
That you would.
No, you better. Let's keep it PG, Jeffrey. It's about an hour long.
Classy.
I got a congratulations on our 100 from my man Sean Reynes, who's become a new fan of ours. I went to school with Sean. I haven't heard from him in a long time. He came around. He's a big fan of the show now. We love it. Thank you, man, very much. We got some applause from our man Eric from St. Ricketts, the lead singer, of course, of St. Ricketts. Kenny gave us the 3 flames, man. He thinks it's hot. Just a lot of great people loving us, man. And we love you all back. We couldn't do it without any of these. The thousands of people that have tuned in. Really, we've had thousands. And I can't believe that, Jewel. When you see the numbers, and you look at like when we started in the studio, and you see thousands and thousands of views. At least we got Brianna down. Granted, like Brianna said, you come to see tits and ass. She's smoking hot. But still, thousands and thousands and thousands of people tune in. Did you imagine thousands of people would be listening to your every word?
No, I didn't. I'm just gonna hide behind this giant wine glass and don't listen to me.
Oh man.
Honestly, I never thought I'd be like an on-air type personality, but you know what? I love it. I love being here. I love talking to our friends. It's our friends now that we've just made it into this huge community, and it's been a great time. So you just have to suck up the nerves and get right at it, and give the people great content, which is great music, great actors, great people in general. Like, I have loved every single one of our guests, and tonight it's like the culmination because there are some pretty great people on the night.
There really is, and you say again about guests you can't believe you had. We've had, being like an 80s kid and growing up in the 80s and early 90s and all that, and some of the women that have come on that I grew up loving, Nancy Valen and Betsy Russell and Erica Leniak and Bobby Brown. I mean, Madeline Zeman, the women I grew up loving, took the time to sit down and talk to me.
I know.
I think we gotta get Bobby Brown back, because she said like nothing is off the table, and that was like the old Jeff. And I think I chickened out a little bit.
I think you did. You choked a little bit.
I did. I chickened out a little bit.
You need to just relax and have her back on.
We should have her and Brianna Dale on the same night.
That would be wild.
Jesus, Bobby Brown is freaking awesome. She's got her own podcast. She does stand-up comedy. She's so cool. We love her. Jewel, trivia question.
Okay.
See how good you are. We, of course, have already spoken about it. We know about it. Danielle Taylor was our very first guest. Who was our second guest?
Sean Kanan.
Oh, very good. Sean Kanan. Another awesome. That's right. If you were a Karate Kid fan, you remember Sean from Karate Kid 3. He played, what was his name? Mike? Was it Mike?
I think so.
He played the bad guy, Mike. I think that's what his name is. I'm starting to think, Joel, because people talking about the lag and the echo, I'm thinking about actually spinning the studio and losing the backdrop. I don't know what happened tonight. I mean, I'm only inches away from where I'm usually at. Great.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I hope we don't have the same problems all night, but just hang in there with us, folks.
Yeah, because at 9:15, when Aaron Paul floods the studio with 100 of his best friends, we need to be locked and loaded. For those who are wondering, Joey is our new intern. Happy 100th to Duck, who we fired quite a long time ago. World's worst intern. We love you, Duck, but you're the worst intern ever.
She tries.
She does try. We love her. Totally messing. And it's, looking back, some of the names and some of the times, like I said, like we look back at the beginning with Danielle and Sean Kanan and Madeline Zima, and we were like puppy dogs. We were good and kind. We might have laughed a little bit here and there, like, a little chuckle. And now we're animals. Now we have graphic effects, like I could put Jewel in 3D. Ready? Boom! There's Jewel right up in your face. Look how big my head is. I don't want to do that. Look at my head. It's like exploding through the screen. Aww. She got all pretty tonight, too, and she doesn't want to be seen. Stop. Look at me. I'm dying of heat.
Out there.
It is so warm this evening. I can't wait till like 9:15ish and put on my Aaron Paul costume. It is going to pop. What do we got?
Good lord.
What do we got?
Oh, this is. She's dressed up for tonight. Is this my baby? Ooh, I needed this outfit. Look at that outfit.
It's adorable. The funny thing is, your daughter, as young as she is, comes in and brings little toys. Don't feel bad. This grown adult man here is going to show us some of his toys. This came in the mail today, folks, from my good friends at eBay. And, of course, is a Michael Jordan Funko Pop.
Oh, nice.
Joel, I have now become a huge fan of Funko Pop. and I can't control myself during the quarantine with nothing to do but buy merchandise. What are you buying during the quarantine, Joel? Are you buying? Are you online shopping? You just knock your lights out.
I was gonna show you my toys, my pop. Yeah.
It's a family show tonight.
Is
It's a family show tonight before you show me your toys.
right. I have.
After 100 episodes, she's learned. Oh, that's awesome. Who's that?
This is Sailor Jupiter from Sailor Moon. It's my
I love it.
She's cool.
Aw.
And I don't know if you've seen, but everyone is going crazy over Avatar: The Last Airbender. That came out on Netflix. I think last weekend. I have been a fan of Avatar since it came out on Nickelodeon. It's such a good show. And I have my big Appa here.
Look at that.
He's a flying bison.
A flying bison. Of course.
But yeah, if you know what The Last Airbender is, he's very cuddly. But I got the last one. So.
Oh, really? Oh, damn. I've established. I do need to go to eBay Anonymous. Sam Brown, thank you. eBay and Amazon is murdering me. Packages by the day. But I got this the other day, Jewel. And any diehard Philly fan will know, and any fan of this great collectible, they're trying to make a comeback. It is starting lineup with your favorite professional athletes. And Jewel, look at this beauty. This is a 1994 Steve Carlton. Let's try to get in there. Steve Carlton, one of the best pitchers in the history of baseball. This nice, clean, pristine package that I paid a measly. Ask my wife. She's ready to murder me. They're just piling up everywhere. She actually bought me some shelves for our anniversary. So I got to put some shelves up. I'm not good at it. I paid a measly $5 for this, and the package is so perfect. And the figure is awesome, never been opened. Steve Carlton, of course, one of my favorites. We were lucky growing up in the 80s as Philly sports fans, with Schmitty and Carlton and Dr. J and the list goes on and on.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I have so many figurines and little knickknacks. What do they call them?
Knickknacks, collectibles, figures, action figures.
There's another name for knickknacks.
Paddywhacks. Give your dog a bone.
Stuffed animals too. I'm like a crane machine fanatic. Every time
Really? I hate the goddamn crane machine.
there's an app now where you can play a virtual crane machine, and then they mail you the prizes. Can you believe that?
Really? That's actually pretty. That's actually pretty right now, right? I think you lost. You're giving out your. While we're doing, we got a little time before Danielle Taylor, and we're doing collectible and fun stuff that we have hanging around. I want to show everybody this. This is one of my favorite all-time pieces. I don't think I've ever shared it on the show. But it's a Ron Hextall jersey that is autographed right on the number 7. Yep, Ron himself sat down right next to me, Jewel, at a card and collectible convention and autographed my jersey. And on top of that, with that, if you haven't noticed, the Winter Classic beads. Great stuff right there.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've met Ron Hextall a bunch of times because my sister was fanatical. But I think I spent so much time at the carnival when I was a kid. I played with Ron Hextall's kids.
Wow. It's pretty awesome.
So yeah. My sister stole a spoon off of someone. Tim Kerr, maybe?
Ah, Timmy!
She used to really go after Rick Tocchet. That was her man. So she used to follow him all over the place.
The Rock. So the word I think you're looking for, Sam Brown said tchotchkes?
Yeah, I think
Tchotchkes, is that right? Yeah. Tchotchkes. I thought Tchotchke was the kid from Happy Days.
Chachi.
Whatever. Joe, I even bought like a Joni loves tchotchkes. It could be that's a great collectible show. Get a girl named Joni, and she does knickknacks. Joni loves tchotchkes.
Jody doesn't.
Like George's getting upset. I got beads and all. Look, I'm not gonna be able to get them off because they're now wrapped around my cord. But
Yeah, we can hear him.
hey, it's not very nice.
Can you hear my echo, or are we good on your front?
That's the thing. You're fine. You're saying I'm fine, but the audience is getting echo, and I don't know why that is, because normally it's decent. I'm not gonna say it's good, decent. But that's what you get from StreamYard, which still, and speaking of 100 episodes and places we've been and things we've done, how about a big one finger salute to our good friends over at Blog Talk Radio? Remember them people? Yeah. You want to talk about the worst in audio ever? We had so many shutdowns, breakdowns, cutoffs, crank phone calls. Notice we don't have a phone line anymore. Sure, so I don't need that.
That was awful.
Now
we still have audio problems.
Yeah, well, we're always going to have audio problems. Sam said she can hear you echo.
Really?
Yeah. Am I echoing, Sam?
Tough.
My voice apparently is so loud it could hear me a couple times over. And that's the shame. And here we come dressed up, a cavalcade of guests, this beautiful red carpet, this award. What do we even win this award for? We're not the best new podcast. We stink. Our audio stinks. But we're funny as hell, though. And we're two damn good-looking people. I'm sweating my ass off.
Try.
Apparently Lauren and Tanya were echoing, too. Stinks.
I'm so
Stinks.
sorry.
So all we need is Aaron Paul at 9:15 hearing himself twice. That dude is so awesome. I got him, again, one of the first people I thought of, and he did a great job just putting it out there and exploding. He's like, I want to bring somebody along, and then I want to bring 2 people along, I want to bring 3 people along. He's big in promoting. He's big into putting out people that he's done things with. And remember the last time he was on, he brought us Dr. Dre from UMTV Raps. That was pretty cool. So he's always up for that. And when we get to that podcasting program, might have him stop by and give people some pointers on promoting themselves.
Oh my God, Dr. Dre was so cool.
That was really cool. He kept saying, I got a surprise for you, and I don't have to say that. And he did. It's a big surprise.
Pop royalty right there.
That is pop royalty. What we're going to do, Jewel. Oh, great. So basically what I'm doing is I just turned us back on, so I can hear us really echo. So I'll turn that off. Yeah, are you like video sharing or something? Are you watch partying that might be echoing in the background?
Nope. Everything's muted on my end.
Why the hell are you doing a watch party? The whole world should be watching. It's hot, dude. I gotta take this down a bit. I want to be dressed up for Danielle Taylor, but I'm dying.
No, I might have to take a tiny little break.
Absolutely. Yeah, so anyway, like we said, we are looking to a podcasting marketing program. So more people can branch out. Podcasting really, Jewel, in my opinion, and I mention this to people and they're always like, you listen for a bit and you get bored, or you listen for a bit and it's not your thing and whatever. But millions of people are watching Netflix and waiting for the next episode, which turns into like a 2-year wait for a season. We're here every Wednesday night with amazing guests. Beautiful host and hostess. Like, what else can you possibly ask for?
Better audio.
Better audio. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's all come to a head right here.
Should I try something, or do you think we're good for the next couple of guests?
You want to try? Like, you want to try it right here? Finally, if they're like 3 years worth, you want to try this right here? I mean, I can strip down if you're ready.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not. Oh, I thought you meant. Oh.
You're funny.
So my wife's cousin said it would be funny if I stood up and had boxers on and was half dressed.
I was thinking that too. We had like sweatpants on.
I actually had shorts on up until honestly about 2 minutes before the show started. I was wearing shorts, and the whole shirt tie thing isn't really comfortable with shorts. I sure I'm gonna put my boxers. I mean, I could put my boxers on if you want to see that. Like,
No.
like, damn man! I tell you what. One good thing about having George or co-host, zero sexual tension. Girl puts me on my place every time. All right, so let's get back to guests. 'Cause that's what we're all here for. A new guest popped backstage, took a look at us, and she's like, "What the hell am I doing here? I got to get out of here. These two look psychotic tonight." It was August 14th, 2017, when me and Jewel first got together for our very first program, and we were joined by somebody who had a good following that's now turned into a great following and is a superstar musician. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our very first guest and our 100th guest, the beautiful and talented Miss Danielle Taylor. All right!
How you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Good.
We're doing great. We're going to apologize right off the bat for the audio. We've been told that we're echoing and it's a little shaky tonight, so if you could bear with us.
Yeah, no worries.
Well, sure, you were with us on our first night, and anybody remembers the audio there was a disaster, so this is a big upgrade.
Yes, upgrade.
And we tried. We're going to put, what we're going to do for all our guests, we scroll all your information down the bottom where people can find you. The music that say, oh yeah, we're high tech now. I mean, we got the red carpet. We can actually see you now, and 100 episodes, fireworks, the whole 9 yards. But anyway, Danielle, what I did want to say is, first of all, congratulations. Like I said, when we first found you for our first episode, you had yourself a pretty good following. You're up and coming, and your music was great. And now I look, and Facebook's got about 30,000 fans, and Instagram has over 20,000 fans, and the music is out there, and you're doing great. How's the success hit you so far? Are you loving it?
Yeah, I want more.
That's why you're here.
Not enough. Yeah. No, but it's nice. I like it. I mean, it's fun to be able to interact with more and more people. Is great. You know, I love it. So. Yeah.
That's amazing. And happy belated. What day was your birthday?
The 22nd.
Yes, right?
Yes, happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I'm drinking coffee, but cheers.
That's all right. You're allowed.
I brought my wine because I.
She got one just for you.
I love wine. I do, but I'm like, gotta be real. And then when we are done, I'm gonna go crack open a bottle. I'm in Big Bear, so
Really?
yeah, I came up for like a little isolated vacation. You know?
Ooh, very nice.
I don't blame you. I wish you would have called my wife. She is chomping at the bit to get out of the house. Any little trip to the store, any trip around the corner to her has become paradise. So kudos to you for getting out and about. That's awesome. You doing any creating while you're out there? Anything hitting you? Or just there kind of lay out a little bit, just relax?
No, I'm just hanging out while we're out here. Brought the dogs. It's still very. We're in a rented cabin, so it's like we're still doing social distancing. We're just doing it somewhere else. You know, I think it's just a more beautiful environment than city. So.
Change of scenery is everything.
It is. I saw a thing online that said, like, now we know how our dogs feel, why they get so excited to leave the house. We're stuck in it all the time. We're like, oh my God, we're going to the store.
I hear ya.
My dog is sick of my face. I mean, he's used to having to run to the house and enjoying himself. Now he's got to answer to me and go out when I'm ready and eat when I'm ready and all that stuff. So, but seriously, what's been going on with career? Tell us about some of your highlights and what's been going on musically.
And I'm writing material, hoping that
when the world opens, I can work with someone that I've been chatting with. I've been chatting with a couple of great producers, like big, huge, fancy people, which is nice. The lockdown has kind of opened up people's talking schedules, you know, like people who would normally be working 24/7 are like, I got time, let's talk.
Yeah.
So that's been nice. Yeah. So.
That's
But
awesome.
for the opportunity to record again, because that's where the, you know, besides performing, that's where the fun is, I think, in making the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did catch your the Sing Somethings on YouTube. That's so fun.
Oh,
Are you
thanks.
gonna continue that?
Yeah, I do those. I do those every 3 weeks. So I think by the time the year is over, I will have done like 27 or something like that. But yeah, I'm doing it just to have things going while I'm writing and making brand new music, because I want to have an engagement with my fans. And I haven't actually done any like live stream stuff or any performances. I know a lot of musicians have been doing like live performances for their fans. I haven't done that yet because I'm a sound nerd, and if it doesn't sound like amazing, I don't want to do it. But yeah, I mean,
I hear you.
I think some things are so easy for me, and they're just a fun creative outlet. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree totally with the proper sound. And we haven't played any music tonight. We play our theme song by a great local band. I didn't ask anybody for music because I know our audio with music is just terrible. And I think when we shared emails, I mentioned about you playing at home. You said I haven't even touched that yet, and I don't blame you because you want it to come out perfect, and I understand that.
Yeah, exactly. I've been asked to do a couple live like things like this where we sing or where I perform, and I'm like, if it's not good, if I was just a person, I'd be like, this sucks, and I would move on. Because it's like blown out, or you know. So I think having the right sound is right. And I haven't figured that out yet. So I haven't put a lot of time into it, but I haven't figured it out. So when I get that down, I'll be like, ooh, I'm on the piano. And I'm singing.
There you go.
Yeah, apparently there's a way to do it.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
I know there is a little bit of an echo, and I noticed when the twins were on, there was a little bit of an echo. But I mean, fine. Like, you just pause for a second. I got you.
Thank you. We love
Yes,
you.
I know this is a better approach, and it's funny because, like you said, when you first come on, you kind of appear what they call backstage. So me and Joel were getting ready to do the show, and we were just disgusted with each other because the echoes and the horrible sound. And I'm telling you, it came tonight because last night I practiced, I downloaded music, and everything was going great. And now here we are.
Hey, it's okay as long as it gets through. People will be in there. You know, hang out. It's good.
Exactly. I can get the visual down. Like, I got all the scrolls and fancy wording and all that stuff. So we're getting there.
That's cool. I like it a lot. Way upgraded. I love it.
Thank you. When you come for the 200th, I'm sure it's going to be even better.
I'll be your centennial guest.
I like it.
Come to the East Coast and just grace us with your presence.
I would love to do something cool on the East Coast. I was supposed to be right now in Georgia, but obviously
Oh, wow.
I'm not. So Georgia and then DC, but instead I'm in Big Bear with my dog.
So how's the situation? Like, have you been updated, or do you know of any time when you're gonna? I mean, we got the go ahead for next week, but everyone's kind of still nervous. So have you heard anything about your area?
Perform or just to be a person in the world?
Just to be a person, I guess, more or less.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard like my area is starting to open up because we're in California, so we've already, you know, I just heard from my hair salon girl, like, yo, on Friday I'm going to start making appointments with people. So I'm very excited about that. I did my own hair, like I bleached the front of my own hair in quarantine.
It looks good. It looks good.
Great. But I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God my hair's black. I just buy like some
I know,
black.
it's nice. Yeah, I was like, damn, of course I gotta be blonde. But I think, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it feels the same, but people wear masks. That's like the main feeling difference.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a little hard to ask for things and order things when you got half a face full of masks, but we make it work.
Yeah.
One thing that, like, I want to tell both of you women why I have you here is not to give up on stuff like hair. Look at, I do my own hair. This is like masterful. This is like pro work right here. It can be done.
Yeah, I mean,
all
I'm
that.
using it for night.
Yeah, I've learned this. I haven't shaved in 3 months, and I'm leaving this until
Dude, my man is the
we
same.
get released.
Look at my man's coming up your watch. Do you see?
All right, now that's a beard right there. Yeah. Oh, Joe, that's a good one. I'm trying. Mine, I got to tug at mine to get it down. And his is like solid.
It's
That's
crazy,
good stuff.
Yeah, you just, mountain man for sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
So as a couple, yeah, and I know how it is with my wife. We're on the verge of just want to just knock each other's teeth in. How you guys getting along? What's the daily routine? Is it smooth and relaxed, or there's moments you just want to?
Nah, we're good. Like, I feel like we do better when we're hanging out more often.
That's great.
Because we're more in
Yeah.
sync as a duo than when we're like all in our own worlds, and then we're like, wait, you didn't know that I was thinking that? Like, he knows and I know like what's up now. So it's better. I love it.
Oh.
That's awesome. That's a great answer. That's the best answer I've heard yet in quarantine in the 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, I heard that like in China, a bunch of people were breaking up when they were able to like get out, like people getting divorces and stuff, and I'm like, not us. Like, gotta make sure we don't make a baby. That's the only thing.
Oh, well, man, I'm getting that knock too. She wants babies and all that good. If my wife is watching, say it's not as bad as you think.
No baby.
No, there's too much creating right now for babies. But I'm sure there's a big age difference between you and me. So,
Who knows? No one will ever know.
I'm pretty old. Trust me, I'm old.
I don't know what you mean.
Right. Hey, you just play us with my age all over. I'm like, all right. It's
know.
getting to the point. It's not cute anymore.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Right? Yeah, I've done it to Jewel a few times. I really don't know. So let's get a question, something fun we ask everybody, and we've been asking people since this goes down. You get the call tomorrow, or the knock on the door tomorrow says, Danielle, we're free to live life normal. What's the first thing you want to do?
I wanted to go to this dude's studio in Valencia and meet him and start recording. That's what I wanted.
Awesome.
I'm nervous that it might not happen because I had this chat with him in April, and it's like the end of May, and don't forget about it.
Got it.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm really excited because like I said, I've been able to talk to some like really cool people, and I'm just hoping that we can keep that up and keep that excitement going. Like, I don't know. Just that's my main thing is that I want to work with bigger and better and newer and like not even better, just different people. I feel like you learn so much when you work with different kinds of people. Everyone does something different, and you can kind of use everyone's style to create your own thing.
Sure. Sorry, broke up a little bit there. Little bit of technical difficulty, so we kind of lost the last part of it, but we still have you.
I'm excited, basically. I'm ready.
That's good. So are we. Like
I have a Philadelphia date in the future when you do tour.
I know, I would love to do
We'll
that.
come out there.
There's a music conference that happens in Philadelphia every year. I mean, it's not happening this year, but I was supposed to perform there last year and this year, and I wasn't here. So,
Oh, wow.
hopefully when it comes back, like in 2022, then
Hey,
we'll be able to do
all
it.
of our musician
Yeah, and
friends.
if you're
Feel for you guys, and yeah,
yeah.
even if it is 2022, all of us will still come out and support all of you. So
Yeah, thank you.
we're with you.
No, we've been lucky.
Everyone who has, I think, their hand in the music business in any way, it's rough because it's not the same. And but at least you guys are giving shout outs to local musicians. I think that's dope. Yo.
It's definitely a Philadelphia term. That's how we kind of came to it. We wanted to put more of a Philadelphia angle on it. The show was originally a New York show. No offense, but so we got put that angle on it. But we love musicians. We love live artists, musicians. I mean, if this thing in Philadelphia comes to and you're invited back, we have a live studio. We'd love to have you sit right next to us and do this in person.
Yeah, I'd love
Much
to.
better.
Yeah, I mean, this year I was supposed to maybe go out to Sirius XM because my music's on Sirius XM radio. So I was supposed to go out to Sirius XM this year and do like maybe a live event kind of thing. It was
Oh,
in
cool.
the talks, but I don't know if it's going to happen. But if I get to do that, because I've been there a couple times before, but if I get to New York, but if I get to do the Sirius XM thing, I can just drive down a little bit, come hang out, and just do like a
Good,
live.
York
video.
City.
Hey, you're the star. We come to you. You're the star. We come up to you.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to just travel, and I love Philadelphia. I spent a couple days there, and I love it. It's so gorgeous. What's that place where you? What's the main like hall called? The food place. Reading Terminal.
Reading Terminal. Oh yeah.
So good.
That's like Fat Kid Paradise in Reading Terminal. Absolutely. And we take it for granted.
Yeah, you probably do. But I mean,
Oh yeah.
take their food for granted.
We'll show you the good cheese steaks too.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Knows
We
crap.
went to a cheesesteak place. Remember that? Desasario? Is that a place?
D'Alessandro?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's like rated. That was just rated #1 in the city. So
Dude, so good.
there's some good ones. There's a lot of good ones out here, and you know, I'm trying to watch cholesterol and weight. My wife gets on my case, but I'm a cheesesteak junkie, even living here. So I feel your pain.
Go for a run and then
Absolutely. So I'm going to ask you a question. When, and I want to see it too, when the hair salons come back and are back in business, can we see this again? Because I love this.
Oh, yeah, that's a good hairstyle.
I absolutely love that picture, and I love that hairstyle.
I like it too. I wanted to look like a badass. That's why I took that picture. Because I normally look like this, and this is not a badass look. This is like girl next door, regular hair, like blah blah blah. And I wanted to have like kind of a photo shoot. So everything about that photo shoot was really aggressive, and I liked it a lot. It was really cool. It hurt so bad to get my hairstyle.
I can imagine it does look tight.
Yeah, it was tight, and I was like, oh, and then getting it out was even worse because all of this is all teased and like crazy.
Hairspray.
Oh god, yeah. But it was, it was fun, and I looked like a badass, so it worked.
You are badass.
Oh, I'm a badass. That I think, I mean, because like when we went looking for obviously talent to have on our show, and I found your page, that's the first picture I saw, and I thought she might be a little too badass.
I know. There was a newspaper article about me at one point, and I had like my hair in a ponytail, and I had a little flower in my hair, and my hair was way longer. And I'm like playing the piano. It looked so sweet. And then I started talking to this guy, and I have my own mind and my own opinions about stuff, and I'd be like, that doesn't make sense. And I sort of would question his judgment on things. And he was like, I thought you were going to be really sweet based on your picture, but you're sort of on that. And I was like, okay. Like, you thought I was sweet because of the flower? Thank you. And you thought I was badass because of the braids? A picture tells 1,000 tales.
Hey man, it's all about the music and the music that we do enjoy. Like I said, I don't like to do the artist a bad service of putting it on this horrible audio, but we'll catch up to it in the future. We'll play it. And for anybody out there who wants to hear it, of course, go to Apple Music or Spotify and look up Danielle Taylor, and Facebook, Instagram, Danielle Taylor Music, and www.danielletaylor.com. Again, what's in the near future? Any projects lined up? Do you have stuff on the burner waiting to get out, or what do you got for the future?
I have. I've written a bunch of new songs that I want to release. Probably single by single this time, just because of the world we're in. But yeah, I mean, as soon as I am allowed to go near other human beings and like record, I will. So I probably would be like, if the world was open right now, I'd probably be this month, next month, like recording and then releasing sometime this year. But because I can't do that yet, I don't actually know when it's gonna happen. But I'm chomping at the bit. I'm gonna get it done.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
Be motivated, not downtrodden this time.
Oh,
No.
jeez.
Hand in hand.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of days where I spend time like just trying to reach out to people to get more licensing opportunities because I think that's a really good space for musicians who have music out to like explore, especially now. You know, so I spend a lot of time doing that, but then the other amount of time I'm writing and trying not to be like everything sucks. Like,
Yeah.
trying to write something that's a little more like upbeat and I don't know.
Yeah. Back in
That's
the
what,
world.
that's what we do here. We're not really serious. We don't try to ask hard-hitting questions. We don't, like people say, get a doctor on or a nurse to talk about. No, I really don't want to. I want entertainers and artists, and I want to know what they're doing to create during these times. We like to smile and laugh. We like to drink and get absolutely ridiculous, as you might have remembered, and as you might have seen.
I like it.
That's what we're all about. So definitely, we are looking forward to the future. Now, me, I know I'm a junkie for certain things. I love sports. I love concerts. I love restaurants, bars. And right now, we're talking about maybe sports coming back, etc. What is hitting you the most? What are you missing right now? I mean, besides your own music, are you dying for concerts, dying for movies? What are you missing the most?
I miss people. That's the answer. I'm a total like extrovert, and I just love feeling people. Even if it's something as easy as going to a coffee shop, just like hi, like whatever the person next to me. That's my jam. I love it. Performing gives me that a lot. Like I get to mingle a lot when I perform, which I love and I miss. But I think outside of those things, like going to wineries, man.
Yeah, breweries, wineries.
Countryside with a great glass of wine. I miss it.
I have to ask you. I wanted to ask you like a good suggestion because I just started my love of wine, and I like red. I like the dark stuff. This is Cabernet. Give me a good wine that's reasonably priced.
Like you get one of our fucking ones. My man's gonna go get you one. We brought like 7 bottles up here.
Ooh,
Awesome. All
we
right.
always have like a stack.
Yeah, we have like a ton of wine in my house. And actually 2 of my friends, one of my backup singers who's also a musician in her own right, she and her husband are sommeliers, and they have a sommelier like company where you can like hit them up and say, hey, okay, so but I'll tell you, but you can like hit them up and be like, yo, I like wine. This is sort of the taste I like. Here's some money. Can you send wine to my house? And we will.
Wow.
And it's amazing, and they've sent like a ton of stuff, and it's been delicious. So she's
Awesome.
cool. She's cool. Anyways, their website, if in case anybody wants to know, is lowkey, like LOKEY wine.com. Lowkeywine.com.
Okay,
They're really good. Yeah, you should check it out. They're really cool.
Probably not to PA because we're the last and everything.
No,
I know, right?
they use wine.com as their shipping out, so they can ship anywhere in America. Or Canada. Yeah.
Thank you.
But this is a wine that's really good. It's from my favorite vineyard out in Los Olivos, Ballard Canyon. It's called Brewstack. And it's a Zinfandel, and it's so good.
It's fancy.
Santa Barbara area. That's really good. Oh, he did it already.
I'm so writing
And
this
this
down.
one is from Fox and Wine. Where's the thing? Boom. And this one's in Sideways. And it's a Syrah, and it's also very good. And
Maybe I'll have to hang out.
I know, right?
they're like between 20 and 30 bucks.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's
really
not
good.
bad.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So, anyways, I like wine. I make wine. Wine and music are my main loves in life. Besides eating, you know.
Right up our alley. You're a Philly girl at heart, one way or the other.
I love the food.
I'm too ashamed to show you what I'm drinking. I'll just.
Yeah, I'm drinking. I'm drinking Barefoot bubbly champagne. Yeah. Quarantine. This is all we. This is all we got.
Barefoot is like booze. It's like not that. I mean, good for you. Good for you.
Right now, we got to go to supermarkets, and they had Andre, that, and what's that other really bad one?
$2.
I remember. They had 3 of the worst possible champagne names ever. This one I could tolerate, so.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta drink it. There's no right or wrong, really. I'm just making fun of you for fun. But
That's what we do here on
yeah,
Even my wife said,
if it's good to you, it's good. That's all that matters.
even my wife said, you're going to go on the air with pink champagne, huh?
Hey.
No.
You're walking the red carpet anyways. Look at you. Look at that background.
Exactly. Right? I got the red carpet. We got our trophy here.
That's good.
I'm dressing down more and more by the minute because it's getting kind of hot. Even though I got the air on and everything, I'm hot down here. That's for the excitement of the 100th. So, yeah, basically, we would like to invite you back, of course, and join us in the future. For people who want to get to know more, you should. www.danielletaylormusic.com. Instagram, Facebook, Danielle Taylor Music. She's got albums right now. Spotify, Apple Music, 1440, and Colors. A terrific artist, a lovely woman, and a little bit of a badass if you cross her the wrong way. Danielle, we'd like to thank you so much for taking the time to join us on our 100th. Like I said, you were our first. You'll always be very important to us, and me and Joel were talking about in the beginning. We thank you so much for coming on, and we'd like to talk to you in the near future when all this breaks and your new music hits. We'll have you back.
That sounds great, man. Thanks for having me, guys. It's great to see you again.
That's likewise. Danielle Taylor, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, check her out right now. Apple Music, Spotify, and many others. DanielleTaylorMusic.com. Have a great evening and enjoy your trip while you're out there.
Thank you. Have a
And
great
thanks.
rest of your week.
Thank you. Thanks to your man in the background. Let's give him a round of applause. My man, good work. Way to hold up your end of the bargain. Perfect.
Yeah.
Dear God.
The choice. Have a great night. Thank you again.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. The amazing Danielle Taylor, ladies and gentlemen. Jewel, awesome. She's great. It's so much better to see them and see like their smile radiate and just, you get, like I said, our thing is to just kind of get the real person. Like, we don't ask like, apparently in 2013 you said that you ate dog poop. And we should let everybody know, like, well, no, we don't want that. So I just want to know what drives people and what they do in the regular people and what excites them, what gets them into music, what inspires them, stuff like that.
Love her. Like best friends.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Jeez, you kidding me? She likes to eat. She likes wine. She likes music. Right?
Oh, great music.
I
I
would-
would say though.
Go ahead.
I'm looking at the time. I'm still a nervous wreck. I have to take a minute break before our next guest before I lose it.
You can do that if you want to. If you want to take a minute, and I'll just kind of entertain the folks.
I'll be
Minute.
back.
You get your minute because when she's done before we get the Aaron Paul cavalcade, I'm going to change anyway, so that'll be my break.
I'll be
But we're
back.
just going to take a quick break, and while we are here, we do have a lot of potentials on the horizon for the upcoming future of the Yo Show. First of all, thank you very much to my man Max Scanish. Max is from the band Surrender Dorothy, outstanding guitar player. Congratulations on the 100th episode. We tried playing some of Max's music in the past, and again, dude, the bad audio just don't feel it does you any justice. Guys like Max and the guys from St. Ricketts, and even the artists we had on tonight, we don't want people to get a bad taste for your music, so we want to just put it out in the best way possible. And of course, we'll get back to studio life. We'll do that for you. We do have the return of potential hockey coming up. The league is currently working on a 24-team playoff system, so I'm going to try reaching out to our good friend Mark Samara, who does hockey for us. He's our big hockey insider guy, so we're going to talk to him. We got some local actors and actresses, more musicians who talk about coming on the show. Right now, like I said, during the quarantine thing, we may have to do it this way, but we enjoy it, and we hope you enjoy it out there too. So far, we've had a good group of viewers coming in and out. A lot of people are waiting for different artists. We're expecting Jen Peg from Vita and the Wolf, a terrific band. She should be here at about 8:45, and around 9:15, the Aaron Paul Experience. Pop star Aaron Paul. He's bringing with him three very talented individuals, an awesome movie director, Mr. Craig Singer. He's bringing with him also a photography artist, the lovely Luciana Pampalone, and of course we're going to have Montgomery Fraser was known as the Image Guru. Big into fashion, style, and him and Aaron have been working on projects, the Soho Muse project, and a lot of others. They will all be joining us around 9:15. So it's going to be busy here. So if you're tuning in, you might see Jewel and I more or less being observers than question askers, because Aaron likes to get in and dig in with his own people and let them know what's going on. I've got the big red carpet, if you see here. I'm very proud of that. And let's take a look at some of the things that where it all started. And it goes to show you, when, as bad as this equipment is, way back in the day, I started with my big blue microphone. I don't know if you're aware of these. Blue is the product. This is the Blue Snowball. And this was the first thing I ever used during podcasting. And I can't believe it. Now I'm sitting here with a headset, sweating my tuchus off. But yeah, Blue, this was my very first. Hey, Jewel! Just showing everybody my first piece of equipment. My old Blue microphone. The big blue microphone. Oh, maybe it's better audio. Maybe I'm missing the boat here. Then, and I had a regular old pair of Samsung earplugs. That's how it all started back in the day.
Logitech, shout out to them.
Shout out to the average people at Logitech for the average sound. Jewel, while you were gone, I let the audience know that our good friend Max Scanish from Surrender Dorothy congratulated us on 100. So I thank Max for that. Thanks, Max. Every time I try to play Max's music, I have a breakdown. Something goes terribly wrong. Julia, right? You were like sweating.
I want to cry.
Don't cry. You got a few minutes yet. Wait till you see your face come backstage before you cry.
I'm so excited.
I'm pretty excited.
Sing her music this morning.
I basically, when I had to come down to the 100th episode, like I said, you only have so much time to get so many people on. And again, when I reached out to Aaron, he said, do you mind if I bring some new friends I've been collaborating with? And you don't say no to Aaron. You don't say no to Aaron. So, of course, right. So, we made time for that. And I had to start making time for people, and I didn't want to short people. So I asked Danielle for 15, 20 minutes, which was great. I asked Lauren and Tanya for 15, 20 minutes, which they said was great. Jen Peg, she said that's great. She'll come on and just do a little talk and catch up with us. And but I had to get people that we love, but I wanted to get, and again, I keep saying this all night, no offense to anybody who's ever been a guest on our show, but I had to get somebody that was going to make Jewel just a nervous wreck and make her sweat and get her giddy. And for anybody that doesn't know the story, Jewel and myself, like I was pretty much on the verge as well. We were scheduled to go see Vita and the Wolf in May. It was just a few short weeks ago, and of course, he got COVID canceled. So that, I know how much
time. Like I've tried to see her 2 times before in the city, and it just didn't pan out because of my situation. And then this one, I was so excited for, and I've just become more and more of a fan of hers. And this happens, but now she's here, and I'll understand if she doesn't sing. You have to hear her go. Like they all have to hear her sing. It's just the most beautiful voice ever. So I'm so excited for Jen.
So am I. Got people just been messaging me and making comments on. I thank everybody who's taking the time to watch. We do know about the little bit of an echo situation. We certainly do hope and wish that somehow it cures itself tonight. If not, hopefully by next week. And
It's your fault,
I think it's my fault. I blame myself full-heartedly. I changed the whole studio around, and now we have this terrible echo, which we didn't have last week. So
I don't know. I still can't understand where it's coming from.
I don't know, and I wish I knew. I basically have changed my speaker and my microphone format probably 1,000 times during the show. I don't know if you've seen my hands moving.
Oh, really?
You may not. Oh, I keep trying to change everything. I don't know. But you find these things, like you find these podcast packs you could buy for like a couple $100, and they got headphones and speakers and mixers. But again, I don't know how to load any of that stuff. Technically I'm zero, which is why it's amazing that I'm going to be hosting a podcast networking show, because I think it's more like a what not to do show, Joel.
Don't do this.
Don't do that. Lesson 1, everybody. Don't use StreamYard, Logitech, etc. I know, right? But a lot of people have been kind enough to point it out to us, and we do apologize. But it's a good thing that we're, like I said, it's a good thing that we're attractive, funny, charismatic people with terrific guests, or people would have bailed on us quite some time ago. We are expecting, momentarily, we're still waiting, Jen Peg from Vita and the Wolf. I certainly hope I gave her all the right information. We did speak earlier, so I think we should be good. So we'll just wait it out.
West Coast, or did you come home?
As far as I know, she's still on the West Coast, and I give everybody the time, 8:45 Eastern time. Make sure we don't screw that up.
I know.
What I will do,
she's like tuning in for Vita, man.
Awesome. We will start sharing Vita and the Wolf's information. 2 brand new albums. One is called Two Ravens with Roger O'Donnell of The Cure, and Jen Peg appears on 4 of those songs. That's very impressive right there. Big time band, big time name, very impressive. And the new one is Anna, Ohio, that came out about a month ago. So that's the new stuff you can check out from Vita and the Wolf.
Well, I
We're
don't think the
expecting-
whole album's out. I think 2 singles are out, right?
Oh,
Thank
you for catching me, Lex. I thought I saw the albums listed, but you know better than me. You were
August. Oh yeah, because I'm so gonna buy that.
you are the diehard fan. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. So I get a message from Sam Brown, and she's hanging out with my wife's cousin Nick, and they are actually watching us on a big screen TV outside of a camper.
Oh,
It is the coolest thing. It is so cool, I can't even stand it. She said, me and Nick are rednecking it outside our camper in the backyard. That is just the coolest thing I have ever seen.
That is very cool.
It's awesome. It's the Yoshi reaching out to people.
We didn't talk about our weekends. I had a very outdoorsy weekend.
Outdoorsy. What exactly did you do outdoorsy?
Oh, Joey caught our first 2 fish. She was so excited. I might have to
Oh,
do that.
right. Yeah, I saw you on the boat. That was incredible.
The lake was so nice. And like, you know what's nice? It's just the people you invite there. Like, it's your own little private area. Like, everyone has their own little private beaches. Right in our own backyard in Bucks County. So it's very nice. And it was a great time.
It's awesome. That's why I saw the pictures too. It looked great. Looked like you're having a blast. And things like that, just to get out with a few people, family, whatever. And just get out on the water is awesome. Speaking of awesome, let's stop everything. Let's stop all the conversation, all the crap we're talking about, because it's time for the big time. It's time for the moment that Jewel waited for, and I certainly waited for too. Vita and the Wolf is the band, outstanding, and tonight we are so pleasured to have with us, the lead singer, the amazing Jen Peg. Jen, welcome to our 100th episode, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm really sorry. I just adopted a kitten today.
Aww.
He is really crazy. He's has a lot of energy. So I'm holding my little cat toy stick so he doesn't attack my cables because I have a lot of cables here. Oh, there he goes. Anyway, yeah. So, thank you so much for having me. And it's great to see you guys. So.
Oh my God.
Likewise.
Thank you for being here.
Oh yeah, of course. This is super exciting. So.
I got to tell you, Jen, just in leading up to this and reaching out to you, because we were both in line to see you in Philly, which obviously fell through. Yeah, we were coming to see it, and the heartbreak on Jewel was ridiculous. She is a massive fan, and she has talked about you to me every day since. I said, you know what, 100th episode is coming. Let me get a hold of Jen. She should be so kind to come out. So Jewel is a sweaty, nervous wreck right now.
There's no need to do that. I am just a girl trying to handle a mini lion right now.
Oh,
but
feel free to show him. We would love to see him.
Have we met you? Have I met you before?
No, and I've tried to come to a couple of your shows, and it just didn't pan out with my situation. Very devastating. But the last show, I was super excited for. I had all plans, no obstacles, and I just wanted to see you guys.
Yeah.
And especially since we've had you on the show, and you guys are so cool to us and everything. I was upset, as is everyone, with everything going on. But how have you been coping? I mean, you're doing live stuff on Twitch. You're like putting out content all the time. Like, we're loving it. How are you dealing with everything?
I'm good. It's been hard to kind of accept the fact that there probably aren't going to be any shows in the future, like as far as like in the near future, because of the virus. But because of that, I've been forced to kind of do all the live streaming stuff and feeling more comfortable in front of the stream camera, if you will, and just like accepting my fate as a performer that I have to do that. So, but I've been okay. I mean, like, I'm excited for the new album to come out regardless. It's a bummer that we can't go on tour and promote it. But I think there are ways to do that online, and that's what
So the last time we had you on the show was a little while back, and you were actually traveling on the road. So you actually came on from your car, and now you've come on during quarantine. It always seems like we get you, and you just make the appearance and do it, and that's dedication. And we can't thank you enough. It's amazing. Tell us about these two projects, because I was reading up on them. Obviously, I know Jules well informed. The new album coming out is Anna, Ohio. You also have a new album where you did 4 songs with Roger O'Donnell from The Cure called Two Ravens. Tell us about both of these projects, because that's huge stuff.
So Anna, Ohio is basically an album that I wrote over the past 2.5 years. And I basically kind of created this alter ego. I'm hearing myself echo.
It's been on there. We apologize for that. I don't know how we.
I'm gonna just pull your butt out, but yeah. So I kind of created this alter ego person named Anna, Ohio, and she's like from Ohio, and she grew up, working in a mall at Annie Ann's Pretzels, and Cat, come here. I don't have a name for him yet. But so I kind of created this alter ego, and it's sort of about this character, Anna, Ohio, leaving her mall that she grew up in, and moving out of her hometown, and which is kind of basically what I did when I moved to LA about 2.5 years ago. So, and just feeling all these like emotions of getting out of your hometown city and being fresh and new, but also like experiencing all these like really mixed emotions and mixed experiences and stuff. So that album is about that. And then I guess right when I moved to LA, I got contacted by my publisher connected me with Roger O'Donnell, and we hey come here. I just don't want him to get my cables. And basically it was like Roger messaged me and was like, hey, I have this song, if you want to like, it was kind of meant to be an instrumental, but if you have any interest in like singing a top line over it, or just giving it a shot, like please, by all means. So I did, and he really liked it, and he sent me the rest of the record, and I basically wrote a few songs.
Wow.
I wrote a bunch of music on. I can't talk because of everything going on. But yeah, I basically wrote a couple more top lines for his.
That's amazing. Were you a fan of The Cure growing up? I know.
I was. Hey! He's got my cable. Come here. I wish you could see him. He's super cute. I wonder if I can get him. Sorry.
No, I'm having the same thing. I have the same thing with my dog. My dog runs down, gets close. I try to pick him up, and he wants no part of it, and he's trying to knock the table over. But yeah, that's The Cure, that's huge. I mean, that's about as big as it gets. Were you super nervous when you got that call?
I don't think I was necessarily nervous because I'm pretty I feel confident in my top line writing,
Awesome.
and I feel confident in like my music production skills, and also just I just have that confidence because I've been doing this for a while.
you're the shit.
But I was very nervous when I first met him. Oh, thank you. I was very nervous when I first met him, but then we quickly developed this rapport. Is that the name? Is that the word?
Rapport, yeah.
Rapport. And we quickly developed that rapport where he gives me shit and I give him shit back, and it kind of lowered the pressure a little bit. Being like, oh my god, I'm like working with someone with a member of the Cure, and that's like really intense.
Yeah.
So.
And that's crazy, just like working with someone. Like, you never know how it's going to go, but I'm glad it went so well for you. And I'm so excited to see what you put out. I'm so excited for the album to come out in full. Operator and Mess Up. I mean, the videos they're beautiful. And
Thank you.
It seems like a more dreamier approach than Tunnels, which Tunnels felt very raw, and oh my god, I fell in love with Tunnels. But this one seems more, spacey, and you're out on your own, and spacey, I know. But
No. I like that. I like spacey.
So how
Wow, look at that! Look at you!
And even the album artwork is beautiful too. It's just very ethereal and pretty. So
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm super excited for people to hear it. And there's some songs that haven't been released yet that are more along the lines of what I had done with Tunnels, but yeah, there's some other ones that are a little bit more toned down and stuff like that.
It's mine. I got him. You want to say hi? He's got a fan club on this show. Everybody pops up and says, "Where's Henry?" Everybody comes looks for my dog.
How
So
old is
Henry, he is actually he just turned 8.
8, okay.
But he's spry. He's got the energy. We take him to the vet, and the vet says, "Sure, he's not a baby." He's like, he bounces all over. God bless him. So
That's awesome.
just coming on here, like you came on, I told you how much it meant for Jewel to have you on. I've been talking to you through email how big it is for you to be here, and you come on, and we're just praising. How does it make you feel? You come off very modest, like I'm just me, but here you are working with the Cure and putting out albums and traveling the country. Do you ever sit back and say, "Wow, I'm blown away by this"?
I do. I mean, I think recently I felt gone a little stir crazy because I'm not used to staying in one place for a very long time because we do tour a lot when we are on Record Cycle. Hey, where the hell did you go? Okay. And yeah, I mean, when I'm traveling and I'm getting to tour constantly, and like I'm traveling to Europe to do music work and stuff, and that's just like the biggest dream come true for me and yes, I'm blown away. I am blown away by just being able to do that, and having people support me to do that, so.
Awesome.
and you didn't leave Philly not too long ago, right? It's been a couple years.
Yeah.
And it has to be a weird transition just to go from that to
I wrote a
the
whole
West
album
Coast.
about it. Yeah.
So what else has been like big in your life that you just didn't expect with this year and where you are now? I know you just moved, right? Because I saw your post on that.
Yeah. I finally moved into my own apartment, which is huge for me. I loved having roommates, but it's really nice to have my own place and stuff, so that's huge.
Sure.
And I signed with Tender Loving Empire Records, which is huge for me too.
Congratulations.
Thank you. They're such a family, and have been so supportive since we signed, and even before. And they're just like such a great record company. And if anybody listening or watching should definitely go pre-order the album through them. You're not only supporting me, but you're also supporting a Portland local business.
Thanks, though.
They will definitely appreciate that, and so they also have a great store. But so that was huge when I signed that contract, I guess almost about a year ago. And I mean, just like living in LA and getting the chance to work full time as a musician and an artist, that's huge. So.
I mean, you so deserve it. You're so crazy talented, and we love your music. I love the new stuff that you're putting out. How has it been on Twitch? And I know you said something about Bandcamp. They were trying to help artists during this tough time because everyone's going through it. So they were like waiving fees for some stuff. How do you think that's been for album sales, which I know a lot of album sales are digital now? How do you view this whole weird time right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's really important to stay in front of people and stay, present and, be like, well, we can't tour, but we can do these live streams. And one really great way for you to support artists is to Venmo them, PayPal them, buy their merch, especially during those really awesome days that Bandcamp waives their fees, because people, people are super supportive and want to make sure that all of their money is going to the artists. So, I mean, the Bandcamp days where they waive the fees have been great for me, as far as merch sales and getting people to pre-order the album and stuff like that. So, yeah.
I can't wait to get my t-shirt. I'm so excited.
Yay! Did you order one?
I was in the process, but it's coming.
Okay.
I
was
need
gonna
a
say,
t-shirt.
because I was like, if you haven't gotten your t-shirt yet, I probably messed up. And
Oh no, it's not your fault at all. But no, I want everything. I want the new album, the t-shirt. It's been great. Oh, we have to say happy birthday too. It's your birthday too.
Yeah, happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
How did you
you can
celebrate?
see the cat. You can see the cat. He's on the sim.
Oh.
Aww.
Yeah.
Looks like he's playing keyboard. Now, I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot to ask, but Jewel was curious, and I'm going to ask, and I know me and you talk about it. Any way you could play a song for us?
Yes, absolutely.
There you go, Jewel. Surprise!
I'm gonna get my guitar really quick. I'll be right back.
Sure, absolutely. We have a live performance here from Jen Haig of Vita and the Wolf. Oh man, that's great.
Are you still there?
I'm right here.
Did you guys see the cat?
Yes, we did. He right across the screen, 3D.
Cat named Cat.
He's on my NS10 right now. Come here. Come here.
The cat. That's his name. The cat.
The cat. I don't know what
The cat. I like it. I like the cat. I like Vita.
I know, right? I was thinking about naming him my brother.
Oh.
Steven.
It's cute. So we did talk via email, and as of today, Jen said, "Yeah, I'll try and play a song for you." And I kept that a surprise, Jewel. And this is for you. This is for Jewel for her 100th.
Okay. Oh, whoops, that's wrong.
Sorry for that echo.
All right. Oh, I might have to take the headphones off to do this, but hey, dude.
We won't talk. Trust me.
No. Okay. All right. Here. All right. So this is mess up. You know what? Why don't I do quiet?
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to the only that I see. I didn't mean to make it go. You super bad. This is my only. That it can control the no. That it can control the no. Maybe I won't know. Maybe
like, baby, body in she's like, baby, but I already know. So oh yeah. I didn't mean to make you that it can't get through, they don't get through, no. Yeah, she takes the last that's on the road, and I'm like, baby, she's like, baby, oh yeah.
Used to mommy's voice.
I know, right? That was outstanding. We do apologize. We have a very rough audio system here, so some of it did kind of muffle. But I promise everybody that listens out there, if you check out Vida and the Wolf, you will see the amazing Jen Peg. Incredible voice, incredible talent. We can't thank you enough. You have made Jules' day, week, month. Again, the sadness when she found out that the concert was canceled just broke her up. And you really have done an amazing service by being here with us, and we love you for it. Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys so much for having me and listening and feeling my fucking crazy cat.
I actually think it's great.
It's incredible.
Because that, like I said, that's what we like to do. We like having the real people, and especially now during the quarantine when you're kind of, your house is not only your house, but your studio and your life, and you're just being real, and the cat is adorable. It's so cute. But check it out. I mean, if you got Apple Music, if you got Spotify, look up Vida and the Wolf. It's actually 2 O's in Wolf. Vida and the Wolf on Apple and Spotify. Check out and get ready for new albums, Anna, Ohio, and 2 Ravens. www.vidaandthewolf.com. Instagram, Facebook, Vida and the Wolf. Remember, 2 O's in Wolf. Yeah. Jen Peg, the beautiful and amazing and talented Jen Peg, thank you so much for taking time to be with us. We love you for it. And
thank you so much for having me.
Sure. After this is over, we're either going to see you live or have you come sit with us and do this 100%.
Yes. Well, the new album comes out August 14th, and you can go and pre-order it over at tenderlovingempirerecords.com or on my Bandcamp.
Yeah, please get it. Like I said, it's available on some of these popular sites, but support the local and support Jen and her great calls to give everybody back a little piece. Have a great night, Jen. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you guys so much for having me. Take care.
Thank
Sure.
you, Jen.
And good night to the cat.
Hi, Kitty.
Bye-bye. The amazing Jen Peg, so talented. And I do feel bad because a couple people are like, "Oh, it's there's echoes to static." We understand, and
I don't care.
you know,
I was crying.
I know.
You know what? Ethereal. That is her voice. Oh, God. She's amazing. She's just she's one of my all-time favorites. She is. Like, I love her voice. I love her music. She's coming out with more and more stuff this year, and I'm here for it. Jen
She's
Peg.
so cool too. She's such
Philly
an
girl.
entertainer. She's cool. Yeah, Philly girl.
Out there doing it. I mean, big things. So we love supporting her. I can't thank her enough for coming on, and it was just amazing. I shed a tear.
That's awesome. I love that. That's it meant the world to me for her to come on. Absolutely, it meant so much to get her here. And when she said she was going to sing, again, despite our awful audio, I was still very excited for that. Speaking of awful audio, we are going to play a song from our house band. It's St. Ricketts. We love these guys to death. I'm going to take a few minutes to get changed because we're coming up for the Aaron Paul portion of the program, and I got to be Aaron Paul ready. So I'm going to play. I'm going to play The Catalyst by St. Ricketts. Like I said, I know the audio is going to come out shaky, but do with us if you could for a few minutes. Aaron Paul and his gang coming up shortly. I'm telling you, you're in for a treat. This guy's electric. And Joe, if you see him come backstage, just kind of give him the 1 minute thing and let him know we'll be right back.
I can't see them, so it's all you.
That's right, you can. Aaron and gang, if you're listening, we'll be back in a moment. I got to download the music first. Oh, the music's downloaded. I got to play it first. This is The Catalyst. The band is St. Ricketts, and we'll be back in a few minutes here on the 100th episode of The Ocean. Alright, I'm going to click that. We apologize to the guys from St. Ricketts, but I am transformed into my Aaron Paul fashion statement helmet. The hat's not going to work with the headset, but that's okay. So let's get ready. Let's start off before Aaron gets here. We see Montgomery Frazier is already backstage, and he's ready to join us. So let's bring him out. Let's talk to him while we wait for the rest of the ensemble to come out. And Montgomery, you're new to the show. We want to thank you for coming on and welcome.
Thank you. I'm a virgin.
Not after tonight. We'll tune you up real good. That's what we do here.
Look me up and shut me out.
So we, in reading up, we see that you're big into style and fashion and image, and we know Aaron is as well. So I kind of got this kind of retro, kind of flashy shirt on. Does this meet your approval? Am I styling tonight?
You look great. I like the background too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Everything's about the total picture. You know, that's my whole job as an image guru. So I'm always commenting on everything.
Oh, I'm nervous.
And we appreciate that.
Really lovely, Jewel.
Thank you.
Thank you. She is lovely. She really puts the effort out, so we appreciate that. You got a hello from a Denise Pirot. I don't say her name wrong, but she says hello to you, Montgomery. And she's been waiting for you guys all night.
Oh, that's lovely. So this is
She
your
got it.
100th show?
Yes, 100 with me and Jewel. So we're happy to be here.
25.
I feel like I'm much more than 25. We got a guy backstage, Montgomery, I'm going to bring out because he's chomping at the bit. And I got to get him here because this guy just explodes when he comes on. You might know him well. His name, everybody, for probably the 5th time in our show history, the amazing Aaron Paul, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron, thank you so much for being on. Look at this guy. He outdid me. I got an Aaron outfit on, and he's just blowing up here. He looks great.
How are you?
Is that
We're doing great.
Is that hat lit up? Can you hear me? Aaron.
Can you hear Montgomery? Can you hear any of us?
Hello. Earth to Aaron.
Might have to have Aaron maybe pop out and pop back in. Seems like he can't hear us at the moment. Maybe it's the outfit.
Oh,
That's what we're just asking if you can hear us because we were asking about your hat. We're very quiet.
No, yeah. I'll try and get closer.
Yeah, okay, I'll bump up my microphone, which gets a lot of. Is that better?
oh.
But hey, how are you? Guys?
Very good. How are you? And thank you for coming on.
How are you? Good to see you.
Great to see
Montgomery.
you. Great to see you.
So, Montgomery had asked if your hat lights up. Is that hat light up, or is that just like the backdrop that you got there?
That's like front window of the house.
It looks like the hat lights up, though.
Well, I'm wearing my garden hat. There you go. I knew that you expect me to dress up crazy. So crazy.
Just for you, Aaron.
You got it. Echo.
No. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Flashing bulb somewhere.
Be good.
Like Devo 2020.
No, I think it's the lights. Making it light up. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Christmas tree lights flashing.
I quite like it.
Yeah, so we do apologize. We've had some audio echo tonight. It has been a little shaky. So if you guys have a hard time hearing each other, we'll just pass back and forth the notes, and we're just excited to have you guys here. Aaron, if you can hear me, what's been new? What have you been doing to entertain yourself? Because I know you're always up to something. So what have you been doing during the whole quarantine and the shutdown?
I shut it down for a second. During myself, I've been. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I've been. Yeah, I also learned how to.
There's an echo.
Yeah, there's an echo in there. We tried a few outlets to get rid of it, and it just seems to be stuck with us.
Repeated somehow.
Don't listen to yourself.
I've been
I know.
doing some video editing on some projects that we have. So, I've been keeping myself busy that way.
And then there's nothing. Aaron has been sequestered. Like everyone else. Like everyone else. Dungeon in his music, right? Aaron, music, right? Aaron. Can you hear anything? Hello.
Yeah, we're not getting Aaron. I hear you just fine, Montgomery. You're actually coming out perfect. For some reason, we got a little bit of an echo on Aaron. He seems to be delayed, which we do apologize for.
Maybe I've got to log out of the Facebook.
Maybe. Yeah, we'll try that, and we'll just leave you here because some.
Switch out of Facebook.
Okay.
Tell me if that's better.
I hear you perfect. Do you hear us better?
Yeah, I can hear you. Now I can hear you.
All right. Can you hear Montgomery?
Go ahead, Montgomery.
I'm not saying anything. Okay. Aaron, you're talking.
Still not getting you. Well, we're gonna. That's weird.
Sorry.
Let me try another.
Cell phone.
Montgomery, are you close?
Yeah, that's possible.
Are you close to your mic?
Try it on yourself.
Are you close to your? I can see you.
Yeah, we got that portion down to the side. I see everybody just fine. Everybody looks great, and that's, we got all dressed up for it. But the fact we can't hear each other is a little bit of a downer.
Well, it's a little bit better than before. I can't hear Montgomery.
So we're just gonna
Okay.
ping pong questions.
You have to do sign language.
Yeah, we'll
Sign
kind
language, Montgomery.
Yeah.
we'll feed back and forth, and we'll answer each other and shoot each other's thoughts and comments off one another, if you don't mind. We got 2 more people joining us today, so hopefully this all works out in the end. But so Aaron, you've been basically laying low. I mean, that's not like you. I know you're high energy. I know you like to be out and about.
It was it's unfortunate that we're going through this COVID going on, and my heart goes up, and thousands of people's lives here, all over the world. But I kind of took this opportunity to kind of shut it down for a minute. I needed to, as you know, I've been always on the go, always on the go. So being that New York shut down, and a lot of events, I was able to kind of see projects that were pending with mine and some skills, so I can come back strong and running again. So basically I learned how to video edit and animation. So I'm armed just ready to hit new projects.
That's cool. Have you how are you dealing with just the seclusion part? Have you picked up any weird
I know it's a big change for people because I always work from home anyway. Just like Montgomery and Luciana, we work from home. It's not like we have to go into an office and stuff. And so there really wasn't no big change. The only change was they made me dress up. That was the only difference. I dressed 3 months, literally.
Yeah.
And I couldn't let you guys down. I had to kind of give Aaron Paul. And I was dressed up, just casual, but you guys expect me, explosive and big. So here you are. This is for you, Jewel.
Thank you. Dressed up for you.
Do you have pants on, Aaron?
Montgomery wants to know if you have pants on, Aaron.
Oh.
Some nice pants on too.
You have
That could have been a real thing right there.
That could. Now he wants to know if you have pants on.
I do. Look.
No, you want to know if Montgomery's got pants on, so we're going to bounce that back to him.
I bet he does.
I have my gingham shorts on.
I'm believing mine's a mystery. You see that?
Oh.
That white.
What do you do?
Just a little skippy little
So we have the Dance America record coming out. A new video.
Yeah, tell us about Dance America. We're very excited to hear about that. Like I said, it's always a big project when you're involved. So tell us a little something about it.
We recorded location literally last August, was it Montgomery? Right? Around August.
In Washington, D.C., we shot it summer.
In DC, so they shot it last summer.
We got this fabulous video. Fabulous gown designed by these mother and daughter designer. They basically put me in a lavender gown, and we basically stampeded the monuments of what it was me in this gown, guerrilla style, directed by and we went hard and fun, and we got this amazing video out of it. So during my time in quarantine, I was able to kind of zone in on that particular project, and bring it to life, together to make this really fun video, but it has a message, and it basically speaks to all of us. We all have there's different minority groups, and this song speaks to everyone. And being in America, I've learned that America is about freedom of speech, to dress the way you want to dress, to be who you want to dress. That's the foundation which I understand that America is. Even though I'm from England, I've been here most of my adult life, I've kind of learned the foundations of America. So we will base that, all of those elements into this video, where a guy can put on a luscious lavender gown, the Lincoln Memorial. Only in America you could do that.
So let me,
It was 110 degrees or something, wasn't it?
110 degrees?
Yeah, it was very hot.
Oh, Jesus. It was 110 degrees when you were shooting that?
Boiling.
My God. Let's take a second. Let's welcome another terrific talent you brought with us. She is backstage waiting. I hope I get the name right. Luciana Pampalone? Did I get there? See, I got the Italian in me. Now let's see if she can hear us and who she can hear. Luciana, good evening. Welcome to our program.
No.
Now we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. We're going to apologize. So some of us can hear each other and some can't. So we're going to kind of bounce questions off each other and ask. First of all, before we even start, you look amazing. That is a totally sexy outfit you have on. But is there an outfit on? It looks like it's... Oh, okay. It kind of looked like it was just hair covering you up.
I'm on the beach.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I'd love the look. Now, can everybody hear each other? Who can't hear who? And...
I can't hear the government. I can't hear the government.
Too far from the speakers.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Can you come a little closer first?
I can hear all of you guys.
But
You can hear us good. Okay, so
we can't hear you.
she can hear all of us. So, like I said,
If we can't smell your hair, you're too far.
he said, I don't know if you caught that, but he said, if we can't smell your hair, you're too far away.
I hear you perfect.
That's great.
Exotic mermaid, and I'm like the friggin' vampire.
It's absolutely perfect. Like I said, I tried to get flashy and styled up for you guys. I feel like I'm like fifth in line here. You guys are all like popping. And here I am kind of average in my glittery shirt here.
The crowd needs
creative.
Exactly. That's what we do need.
Can you explain why you wear your crown? There's a message behind it.
And I women. It's about self-worth. And never lose respect for yourself. The way tend to do that. It's a reminder that we all
Awesome.
create.
So cool.
And I make all my I'm an artist, photographer, and I work talented people.
That's awesome. It's a talent bunch we have in the house, definitely. I'm going to apologize to everybody because you guys are so nice to come out for our 100th episode. We're having technical difficulty. I'm trying to feed everybody's words back and forth. Aaron, tell us something about how you got locked in with Montgomery and Luciana. What kind of projects you guys have going on together? 'Cause I know you're a great promoter and you love promoting people.
A year and a half ago, at a random party I didn't want to go to. And I went. There I met the beautiful Luciana, and we hit it off. And I gave her a call a couple of days later. She invited me to New York, and we had a photographic session. Amazing. And then she whispered in my ear, said, "You need to meet Montgomery Fraser, the image guru. Do I know who he is?" Of course I know who he is. So she had a dinner at home, and Montgomery showed up, and we hit it off, and we decided to do the fashion dining, which we put out last summer, and still running today, and meeting those guys changed my life, and it become some of my best friends today, and the project we work together, it's wonderful.
So nice.
Aaron's always he's always a big promoter of people you bring on, and when I invited you here, you said you had a great group to bring in, and that's awesome. Montgomery,
Gray, right?
right? Absolutely.
So now you meet Montgomery, and I thought Craig was supposed to show up. I don't know if he's that.
He might be. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say. I mean, we got introduced by Luciana, as you just said, and we did a fashion event at FIT and filmed it for the video that we did last year. Fashion darlings. And we did it for the graduating class of FIT. And then this year we Aaron wrote a song called Dance America that we shot in Washington last summer, and it's going to be released and it's kind of anthemic in a way that it's even more relevant now because people have been sequestered for I don't know 3 months, some people, and basically to say enjoy your freedoms, get out and dance, rise up and get out and dance, basically.
It's awesome.
Can't wait to get out and dance.
Yeah, I know, right?
I can't wait to.
Well, I'm excited about. We're at Montgomery again. We're putting something out. This one has a more meaningful message, and speaks to everyone. And that's what I'm excited about. This record.
I sort of play
like
awesome. The voice of the president should be.
It's a big job right now. Nobody wants that job right now.
Yeah. You have to look at. We've been in this COVID coma for months now, and there's not forgetting the lost their lives because of that. So basically, what we're saying in this record is, rise up, live again. And that's I mean if you have to saying dance America, dance at home, that's what people are doing. I mean everything now. I see people doing dance routines, entertaining themselves at home, through the video camera.
Right, through TikTok and sites like that. Yeah, sure.
So we're basically Americanizing again, and let's fight and live for what American is the foundation of America is.
I love it. I can ask a question for Luciana, if you could hear me. Now, you're an amazing photographer, and you go out and travel the country and take amazing pictures. Have you been shut down from photography? Have you been able to get out and get some great pictures, or are you kind of laying low?
No, I'm actually creating a lot of my I was building. I'm doing fashion. Me and a outside here. My art gallery represent me. We're selling my.
Well, you guys, have you got us home? You didn't go anywhere. I mean, cool.
I probably things.
Okay.
But no,
So as long
believe it or not. So
Awesome.
She's actually one of the her fine art photography and her travel exquisite and they're just aspirational when she takes the imagery and you want to go there you want to be part of those photographs that she does.
Well, I worked with Montgomery and together have such a I photographed, and I've just finished working on Aaron's video. I am pop art. So that'll be coming out this year. Before the pandemic, it was just a photograph.
Awesome.
So it's just I haven't seen it.
Right.
I think
That's good.
Aaron's new music is kind of a little it's almost like going into the Bowie sphere.
Yeah.
I like that. It's a wild and creative atmosphere. Aaron, do you agree with that? Montgomery said your new music is kind of into the Bowie sphere. Do you agree with that?
Say that again.
The Bowie sphere. He said your new music is kind of into the Bowie sphere.
With a what?
David Bowie.
With a what?
David Bowie.
Bowie.
David Bowie.
David Bowie. Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
I don't know if you couldn't hear me. I want to get that David Bowie sphere.
I mean, I kind of alternative elements. Inspired by David Bowie. Did a remake of his song. Jimmy Take Guitar. So I recorded that.
Great song.
Familiar with that record. But I hope you guys like my version of it. So that will be.
We always do.
On the new album.
Awesome.
So that when I'm planning to do a video for that one. With that, those was I kind of broke it down and kept it down. There's not all that bells you put on. That's down, and you get to hear, my voice, and stuff like that, and keep it very simple, and keep it very simple. Acoustic based. I'm maturing.
Don't mature too much. We like our vibrant Aaron Paul. I mean, you bring us to life. We love it.
It's one of those artists in the pop, the pop, and I try a little bit of that, and I play it to friends, and they give their works doesn't. So I'm being looked after very well, as you can see.
I can't wait to see.
Jimmy play guitar, and I'll play it to you guys. You will. Get Dance America. Dance America is
I know. I can't.
last kind of up heavy, and then I start throwing down track. But then I'll go, next time I might do a reggae album. Who knows?
What's good about this?
Yeah, do you know what? To me, there's no limit. I try everything. And if I can get away with it, I'm gonna do it.
Sure.
I love anything from you, Aaron. Bring on the reggae.
I know, bring it on.
I mean, reggae is my rock around in Jamaican. So it's a very genre for me to dive into. I'm familiar with it.
Yeah.
But then Christmas time I want to put out I want to do it like a cabaret thing with another artist here in the artist. We're going to do a duet together. There's nothing I won't try.
That would be so cool.
Did you hear me?
I'm gonna. I waited to kind of open up the forum because I know we all got a lot to say, so I don't want to jump over anybody. But
and
as a whole,
Craig's not on air right on the project together. We're doing we're in talks kind of visual with technology we haven't seen, and we're planning this huge project which we're going to do out in LA, and kind of get that in one of my songs. So that's going to be a visual spectacular.
Very cool. We definitely look forward to seeing that as
We
well.
launched one of Craig's singers. He's a direct producer. When we launched our Soho Muse platform, which is a platform for creatives, we debuted To Be Me, which was a transgender singer, Craig Singer, the producer who was supposed to come on, produced, and it's a very touching documentary about young transgenders and their struggle. It was very interesting. It's very poignant. But I was going to say, with the three of these creative people that we work with, it's always such a joy because we always get something that's very outside the box.
Sure. And that's the beauty of having such creative minds. And just looking at the three of you being here, you all have your own little style and your own little pop. So it's got to be great when it all gets in a room together and becomes this one big ball of creativity. It's got to be awesome. I'm sure.
The quarantine, visually, there's time.
I want to be at that party.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And the amazing thing is sites like this, I mean, despite the crappy audio, we're able to bring us all together visually. And looking at everybody looks great. And they all came out and got done up for us, and we appreciate it, sure.
And happy anniversary to you both. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bless you guys.
Thank you very much.
To me and your audience. I cannot thank you enough for inviting back on to celebrate your 100th episode. And I can bring my friends on here.
Certainly. And we would like to obviously, when things get better, we get back to the studio, we'd like to do a different segment with each of you individually and give everybody more of a forum, which is great.
That far away.
Luciana just standing there with a big, great smile on your face, and we thank you for coming too. Tell me what it's like, kind of being in the boys' club, working with all these creative men, and being the strong woman's voice.
I'm so used to it.
You know what? She's a beast. Don't let Judy fool you.
She's a beast, huh?
Really is. I've got to down and dirty. No problem picking up stuff. I mean, she's a boy with us.
I just don't know at all. Believe it or not, I felt it. If you can believe it.
That's awesome.
Don't let the
but it's awesome that
beauty fool you.
I'm full because I see that it's.
I don't think creatives have.
She's an amazing woman.
That makes sense. And Montgomery made a good point. I don't know if anybody heard. He said he doesn't believe that creative people have an actual sexual DNA. If you're creative, you're open-minded, obviously in a forum, and there's no block on certain things. Great point.
Feel totally and free, like Aaron does, and Montgomery does. Let's reading, and lets you create fan. You know,
and even Luciana's husband, who's a big guy, has a lot of feminine aspects to him. As a creative, and he doesn't really play that. As a big guy, you think he was like a football player. But he's so creative, such a gentle soul, and he loves to cook. And that's a common trait of those that we kind of really don't know any sexual boundaries as far as limitations and things like that.
That's awesome, and that definitely makes for the great projects, and that's why we see Aaron do such great things. Like I said, the great pictures, Luciana, and the awesome outfits and style that Montgomery brings to us because everybody's just open-minded in it. Aaron, you've done some cover songs, you do some originals. Your music is just always outstanding. What's next? You want to go on tour? You want to make a big time album, or do you like kind of dabbling in everything?
I've not done a movie yet. I'd like to do have a role in some kind of film and be some crazy character in the film.
I like that. I want to be in that movie.
Then ask Craig. You know, the role. No, seriously. I mean, I've not to see myself on film would be mind blowing because I you know, I'm visual elsewhere, but to see myself and doing a role I've never done before. I've acting training. I went performing art. So I'm grounded in that way. I just not been to an actual film. And yes, I mean I've done little parts in there, and dancing and stuff. Never really on a serious film. I'd like to try that.
Sounds great. And I would see it because, like I say, you just have a presence. I would definitely see it. We do have to.
Characters, some very larger than life character, scientific, you know, alien or something like that, or you know, some kind of monster.
A bad guy, a villain.
A bad guy. Yeah.
So I do want to ask Montgomery a little bit about the Soho Muse project, what it is, and your involvement, because Aaron talks a lot about it. Give us a little background.
Soho Muse is basically the creative LinkedIn. It's created by developed by creatives for creatives, and it's a network of global creative communities that converge to ideate, to produce projects, to promote their particular brands, and all the members here we'll get to get you to on the platform, but we vet our members. We like to promote them as often as we can when they're doing interesting projects. We're out there. We have a new stage, which is Soho Muse, the virtual entertainment series. And it's basically performers that are going to be that want to do a kind of unplugged version of their own music.
Okay, it's awesome.
And they make money, and it's been helping a lot of people get through it. Fine.
Sure. We do have some information scrolling down the bottom of the Instagram page at Soho Muse / /Inc. and www.sohomuse.com. Kind of check it out and get to learn about the acts and the new things they're putting on. So we thank you for that, Montgomery. We always love new and exciting artists. We love, like I said, stripped down stuff, unplugged. Can you tell us about some artists that are involved?
We've had people from Tiffany. Remember the 80s?
Yes, I love. Yeah, I love Tiffany.
We have Kevin Kirkwood from Kinky Boots. We had Terrence Cunningham, who was on The Voice, and we just have Carolyn, who was on The Voice as well. We have a lot of performers who have done really great things. We have yet to have Aaron on the thing, but he's been working on his music. But we have just a lot of really interesting people. They have to sound good unplugged, because the production of these kind of things is very hard unless you're on a broadcast program. So more stripped down the artist is, the better it sounds.
That makes sense.
Interesting. Like the artists now that content. You really have to sound good in the platform that you're in, or else your fans are gonna be like, what's this?
Yeah, especially now.
There's a lot of artists that sound great when the production but then you take them out and it's like, unfortunately doesn't translate well for a lot of these online IG series. Mostly doing to guitar or piano or cellos or whatever. Or whatever. When it's produced and there's a track, we had a Kevin Aviv, the legendary dance performer, and he was actually very experimental and very Bowie-ish. Has had several number one Billboard dance records, and that was interesting. To hear. Very Bowie. Because it was very Bowie. I liked all that kind of experimental stuff.
Yes. So when are we gonna get? Yeah, no. It happens from time to time. I'm just so used to Aaron running with the ball. No. So we're looking for you, Aaron, at Soho Muse. We're ready for you to kind of strip down your music and kind of give us acoustic and maybe just like a regular old voice. Is that something you're interested in?
Doing live project. We'll do one before the summer's out. Absolutely.
Outstanding. Luciana, do you sing? Do you sing? Do you dance?
Oh, I did.
You haven't
Luciano
posted a karaoke project?
Oh my god.
My husband.
We'll get you. You get Aaron side by side. Aaron will get anybody to dance and sing and etc. I'm convinced of that.
We can do a duet. We can do a vocal solo. So eventually.
That sound good, Montgomery. You ready to sing with Aaron? He wants to do a duet.
I want to do a duet. I've been wanting to do a duet for a long time.
Wow, awesome. There you go. We're making things happen right here on our program. Despite their tough audio, we're bringing new projects together just like that. We had the pleasure of sitting down, Aaron, you and me, in right outside of Philadelphia a few years back in Glenside at the Adamant area. We saw Adamant 3, 4, yeah, something like that, right? We sat down at the Keswick Coffee House, sat down, had a cup of coffee, and Aaron, I got to tell you, your personality in person is just as amazing. It's not phony, there's nothing fake about it. You're just one of them great, outgoing people. Do you ever turn it off? Do you ever sit and say, all right, dude, I'm tired of being Aaron? Does it ever shut down?
Surprisingly enough, I do. And when I'm at home, because I'm always talking to somebody, Luciano, or some kind of radio, always on the phone, I'm working. When I'm not doing that now, my mum gets a bit upset because I'm not so lively because so there are moments, yes.
So I gotta sneak this in real quick. A gentleman who's watched our program all night, waiting for you to come on. His name is Andrew James Leidner, and he compared you to Prince.
Listen.
He compared you to Prince.
To Prince.
Yeah, with the multi-talented arms. Yeah.
His mom used Prince. Her father used Prince.
Oh wow.
The first time I met Andrew at a party with Luciana. Andrew's a young up-and-coming superstar actor. He'll be the next Brad Pitt one day.
Awesome.
He has this wonderful mum, and her father used to work with Prince. And at the party, when I just came up to me, oh my god, you remind me of Prince. And I burst into tears because of a compliment, Danny. But she said, no. I know Prince. I grew up with him. I used to come to the house, blah, blah, blah. And she said, you have the same aura that he had. And I'm like, wow. I mean, what a bigger compliment than that. You get from that. You know,
Unfortunately,
hey, hello. And I'm wearing.
He didn't?
I'm kidding.
I was gonna. Montgomery said he didn't know who Prince was. I had me nervous for a second. That's awesome. So everybody has an influence or somebody they follow into the business or into the game, whatever. I'm going to take a second to ask each one is, who kind of got you, we'll start with Luciana, who got you into photography and who got you into wanting to be doing these kind of great photographs? Who's your inspiration?
Fantastic erotic. But I got into and I went to art and studied photography.
It's awesome.
But I was always drawing, and then when I put that was it.
It's awesome. How about you, Montgomery? Who were some of your influences early on?
I was always influenced by Hollywood movie stars, Andy Warhol.
Sure. Yeah.
Bowie was always a big influence for me. And,
Awesome.
And Erte, who was an artist. He did Art Deco period.
It's awesome. And Aaron, who's your influence, Aaron? Who got you that desire to be in show business?
Michael Jackson. I think when I saw the music video Thriller, that video said, "Mum, I want to do that. Mum, I want to do that." And then next thing I was, enrolled in art school. So he was the catalyst, that woke up that drive in me. But since then, it's countless of artists. I kind of look at everybody, and study them, and if I can take a little bit from here, and apply it to this, I'm in good company. It's an endless supply, and it goes from up to genre.
Understood. I feel bad I keep asking questions and kind of leaving Joel out. Joel, who inspired you to get into the radio business and want to be part of this here?
I was just always fascinated in radio, but I'm just so happy that these talented artists came on tonight and shared with us this because during this time it's so hard to find inspiration and motivation and just it kept your head down and really put out great content even during this time. Aaron, you're doing some sort of a break, but you really don't. You always come out with great content, and we so appreciate you supporting us and being here with us tonight. I know I'm hearing myself. I apologize. But yeah, it's just art. I'm just a fan of art, whether it's radio or art or fashion or music. I'm just excited to be a part of it all, and I would love to hang out with each and every one of you and be invited to any one of your parties. That sounds like a plan.
Absolutely, we're happy.
Be invited to New York party.
We'll drive. We're not afraid to travel. We will travel and.
And how did you get married, Joe? I remember you were married.
No,
that did not happen.
It didn't happen.
Aaron, you're the first to know. I got called off.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are aware, but
Free to have fun, right?
yeah. Aaron agreed to play the wedding, and Aaron, we didn't forget you. So when it does happen for Jewel, you will be there performing.
Do yours. Don't worry.
All right, so we're going to take this time and thank everybody for coming on. We got a couple things to do before we call it a night. But I do want to invite you, Montgomery, and you, Luciana, on separate nights to come individually and talk more about your projects. And Aaron, of course. How's it sound? You guys like to join us again soon?
I would be delighted.
Better audio.
Yeah, hey, that'd be great too. Come to Philadelphia. We'll show you the best foods, the best drink.
Is that where you're from?
Yeah, we're right outside of Philadelphia. Yeah.
Oh, I used to go to Philly all the time. I like Philly.
It's a good town. There's a lot to do.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, we're road trip. We're definitely. I just need you guys to meet me beforehand and style me up because I want to be stylish when I hit the town with this group. I do. I gotta be stylish. Yeah, help me out a little bit.
You don't worry.
We'll do a makeover. Not that you need it. Everybody can always use another evolution.
Why not? I love it. All right, everybody. For those of you tuning in, we want to thank our three guests: the beautiful Luciana Pampalone, the awesome electric Mr. Aaron Paul, and our brand new friend, the image guru, Mr. Montgomery Frazier. Thanks, all three of you, for being a part of our 100th. It's been a blast, and we'll see you real soon.
Thank you so much, guys. Take care.
Thank you. Oh, we'll do this again at 200, if not sooner. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye. Woo! Thank you again. She's beautiful. He's exciting. Montgomery's awesome. What a great group. That was a great group. And I know I kind of lost you a little bit near the end, Joel. I do apologize for that. But I figured at that point I would just kind of run with it and ask the questions and.
Just coming in.
Nobody. There. I just had to remove everybody so we focus in. And I gotta tell you, and for everybody out there that's listening and has stuck around and watched our guest, thank you for doing for what was tough audio. It's tough on all angles. Certainly the replay is going to have us kind of questioning what was up as well. But here's three hardcore professionals that sit down, discuss their tree. Yeah, they can't hear everything. Yeah, they missed parts, and yeah, our questions get mixed up, whatever. They all find a way to take a leadership role to discuss what they do, and I love that. That was fantastic.
Oh my god, they're all so amazing. Like Aaron with his coming out. Montgomery, his work is incredible. Luciana, she is all about empowering women.
Yeah.
To get what I wanted to because her audio is very much for her fully. So she's she's kind of compared to Maple. Like she is big time.
Yeah.
They all are. And I am so thankful that they were all able to meet us here. And it's been great. It's been great. A hell of a night.
It really has been. I enjoyed every minute of it. And like I said, when Aaron said he had friends he wanted to bring, I know Aaron doesn't let us down. Aaron is always, like I said, he's electric, he's positive, he's super cool. And like I said, just getting to sit with him in public. You just get you get that positive feel, Jewel, and it's a shame that was before me and you. I said that's going to happen. You have to. He's a lot of fun. There's some great pictures of me and him on Facebook, and like I said, he really delivered. Montgomery, you look at his Facebook and you see like the high fashion image, and you're like, oh, you know, and he comes out just being like a really cool dude, just hanging out, chilling. Talking it up, you got a lot of great things to say. Likes David Bowie. Who doesn't like David Bowie? Great references. And Luciana came.
He just had a project with Remy Ma, which is one of my favorite female MCs. So that's crazy.
I figured you would like that. Yeah, I figured you would like that. You know, it's again. Let's say they came on, promoted each other great, and Luciana came on in a bikini top, which was gorgeous. I did not expect that. I was loving it. She did look like a mermaid.
Gorgeous. Mermaid. I'm a vampire.
And she is. She's gorgeous. And Andrew Blidner, I hope I'm saying your name right. He's been checking in and contributing all night. And obviously, he's big fans of the three of them. And Andrew, if you're making your way up in film, and find us on Facebook. Find me or Jewel and add us, and let's get you on the show. Let's talk about your projects. Your mom used to work with Prince. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about stuff, because we're out to meet new people all the time. Luciana is talented, yes, and she is gorgeous, yes. And if you're still watching Luciana, hello.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, of course, for coming on. And we want to have them all on individually. I'd like to take a little more time and talk. And they all did a great job tonight. Like I said, despite the audio, they all found their time, their place. And it's funny at times when Montgomery's like, and there was silence. There was, but you kind of just want to take a second back and then come back.
Well, we remember the last time too, when it was Dr. Dre, and that was just like free for all, and everyone was going, and it was great. It was insanity, but it was the most amazing kind.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely, it was a perfect storm, as they say. So Andrew has said yes, definitely. So we're going to look into him, and we're going to have him on a future episode, maybe a couple weeks down the line. And seriously, let's open the world back up. I know I don't have this say, but Governor Wolf and the rest of the country for listening, let's open the doors, man. People need to meet people.
I need to party with Aaron Paul.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? We think we're hurting sitting here drinking with Brianna Dale. Can you imagine actually going out to a club with those three? Woo!
No,
my God!
No.
Oh my God!
He's so cool.
That'd be amazing. I felt bad when we met Aaron. We went to a coffee shop. If I would have known, that was the first time we met him in public. And actually, we met him on the same night. We met somebody that I got to pay homage to, and I don't know if he checks our show out because he's got a pretty big following. Dr. Jimmy Starr from the Jimmy Starr Show. Him and Ron Russell. Yeah, they do an awesome job out on the West Coast. They're great. And Jimmy has been very kind enough when I send him messages to give me pointers and ideas. He introduced us to StreamYard here, which is a great platform. Despite the audio might very much be on my end with a terrible computer. I'm going to admit that. It might very well be me. I know, it's time to get my act together. But Jimmy is tremendous. You could catch the Jimmy Star Show. Follow him on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. He get millions of views. He has great guests on. He's actually sent a couple guests our way. Sean Kanan was sent by Jimmy. Sherry Nelson, who we're going to have on the program soon, was brought to us by Jimmy. So, Jimmy is looking out for the little guys, and he wants everybody to just perform and succeed, and that's awesome, because that's what we're about here too, Jewel. And that's something really, in bringing you in, Jewel, that has blown me away. Your desire to bring anybody to the forefront and try to get anybody heard and seen is incredible. And it's not just, oh, well, so-and-so, yeah, come on my show and let's hear what you got. Here's Jen Pig, Vita and the Wolf. Your burning desire to see her, have her on. She comes on and you're just loving it like a true hardcore fan.
Oh my god. Yes. I loved all of tonight. It was like all of our favorites in one cute little episode, and I'm just so thankful for everyone that came out tonight. Jen for singing. I know you had to bear with us, and Danielle for bearing with me in the beginning. Like, I so appreciate you. Lauren and Tanya, holy cow, like from a late hour from where they're from. It's just amazing that yeah, it's just a great little community we have here, and I'm still just so thankful to be a part of it. Here's to 100 more. Need to do another cheers.
Well, before we do the cheers, and I can see the liquors starting to hit you a little bit, George. I love when you get that little bit of a smiley little buzz on. I did this for you. I waited all night for this. I've waited over 3 hours to do this. And I don't know how good this is going to turn out, but this is very special to me, and I do this 100% strictly for you. I've saved this. It got nice and warm, but I am going to enjoy a Miller High Life with my dear Miller High Life fan, Joel Tatey. This one is for you for 100. Bring it up to the camera. Pop that baby open.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers to 100 and 100 more, and Jewel has got a sweet buzz on.
Cheers.
Tell you what, this beer is about 3 years old. It's still pretty good.
I tell you, it stands.
It does stand. It's going to be doing handstands in the toilet soon. Yeah, so, again, we kick back, look back at 100, and I'm going to do this real quick if Jewel will allow me. That is, if Jewel's body will allow her to hang on. I went to the beginning, and I'm going to fire some names, and some we've already said, and some will say of new, and we might miss some, so forgive us, but a very special thanks to all of the following. Danielle Taylor, actor Sean Kanan, actress Madeline Zima, the awesome rock band The Glam Skanks, Aaron Paul, Anson Williams from Happy Days, former WNBA basketball star Tawana Smith, Debbie Sherman, and the awesome Molly Rhythm right here from Philadelphia, one of our favorite bands, Jessica Barth, the amazing Bart Chateau, the Broadway singer Bart Chateau, Elizabeth Ho, Jennifer Taylor from 2.5 Men, Overwinter, one of Jewel's absolute favorites. Overwinter, we thank you. We're going to keep going, Jewel. Don't go nowhere yet. We got a lineup. The list just goes on and on and on. Hang on. What's that? Don't pee your pants yet. Don't be. I should have given you a hand. And now the site's stuck. Oh, sweet Jesus. Only here on the ocean, ladies and gentlemen. But that is why we're here. We're here to entertain. Well, we can't thank the rest of our guests because the site first. But we're here to entertain. We're here to have fun. We drink. We get silly. Whatever it is. But in the end, it's people that watch us, that message, that comment, that tune in, that thank me, that private message me, that want to date Jewel, whatever. It's all you people out there. It's all you people out there that we love. And what I do want to do, I do want to take 1 minute, again, and thank you the amazing Jewel Tatey. You put up with my obnoxiousness. You put up with my ridiculousness. You put up with my shit audio. But the 6 days that we're not together are painful 6 days. I love sitting here with you. I love being with guests, asking questions, laughing, telling jokes, the way you roll your eyes at me, the way you put me in my place. I could not ask for a better partner. I will not ask for another partner. The Yo Show, as it stands, Jeff the Shark Perini, the amazing Jewel Tatey. Jewel, I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Same here. I thank you, and I'm so thankful to be here. Whew. 100. It's a celebration.
100. It is truly a celebration, bitches. Jewel Tatey, ladies and gentlemen, pretty much on her last leg, but that's okay. We we love her for it. Normally, this is normally where shit would start hitting the fan. Am I
I
right?
look like that Muppet with the long eyelashes. Can't really open her eyes.
The Muppet with the long eyelashes. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Okay.
Oops, sorry about that. You're going to be seeing me doing some work here real quick. There we go. We're all set.
Oh.
Whoa, what did I do there? Whoops, I forgot to set and close. Okay.
Sharing
So we're
his
gonna do
screen.
And then we're going to do that.
Dystrophy.
We're definitely going to bring the fireworks back. We got to do a
Oh.
fireworks roundup when we call it a night here. But that is it. That is it for 100 great episodes of the Yo Show. And of course, next Wednesday night, regular time, 8 o'clock, we'll be back with number 101. We got guests lined up. We're going to keep you posted. Check out the Stoop Radio Network on Facebook. Check us out on YouTube, The Yo Show. Check out www.theyoshow215.com. Don't forget to thank our sponsor and check out www.losobrewingcompany.com. All their great beer coming out as soon as the lockdown is over. Special thanks to the gang from St. Ricketts for the music. www.saintricketts.com. Thanks to Eric, Kenny, Tom, John, and Anthony for letting us have your music, and thank you to everybody there. Jewel Tatey, Jeff the Shark Perini. We'd like to thank Lauren and Tanya, the C Sisters, for coming on. Danielle Taylor for joining us. Jen Page from Vita and the Wolf. Aaron Paul, Luciana Pampalone, and Montgomery Frazier. We will see you next Wednesday night. Thank you. Love you, Jewel Tatey.
Hi.
Alright. Bye. Let's switch this to this so we get our horrible faces off here. Let me line the music up, and then we'll send everybody out with another round of St. Ricketts, what fire cannot burn. Good night, everybody.